I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's go! If I go, I'ma get. When I flow, I'ma hit. And I know I'm the kid. I'm a soul, don't forget. I'ma blow up winning. Got my flow so vivid. Here we go, just beginning. Yeah, I throw every inning. Got my flow so legit. All I know is my shit. Here I go, they come with. Post Malone in this bitch. Rock star making hits. Got guitar in this shit. Leaving scars cause we lit. All these bars that I spit. Yeah. Let's go, let's go! Let's go! If I know what I want, then I know what I get. If I go, they come with, cause they know I get lit. I'm a pro, not a myth, and my flow got some wit. Never slow, drink a fit. I get hype, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. I get hype for the shit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. I get hype for the shit. Right.
Ooh, time that shit perfect. I just there you go. Yo, what's going on, everybody? What up, Pump? What up, Big Fool? We out here, the Nukkle Hedd Comic Podcast. Cab can't make it today, but you know we got the original crew out here. We talking about the best hands in the comic book world. Son, DC, Marvel, who's got them? You know what I'm saying? We throwing down tonight, Big Food. You might like this shit. Hand-to-hand combat style. And you know, as always, you wanna fuck with me? I'll show you these CDs. CDs, pause, left, right. You get them both. The moon, the stars, the box don't hit back. But tonight, we find the hoodoo. It's your boy Toe Tags. Holla at me.
You know, did we discuss the order?
Jesus Christ, yes, you're next.
We're gonna do the intro and the other thing, and show stuck on the other thing.
Who's the master? Show up! Who's the master? Show up! Who's the master?
I already know who I am. Showing up in the building.
The energy is just unmatched, unrivaled.
Hey, this is what we do here. We bring energy.
So my intro is a little bit different because you know me. I'm just the nerd of the show, but I have something special to introduce. Manifesto, the first comic book character that show's ever come up with.
Hey, the Diamond Comic Books. We got a character out here. We winning, son. We winning.
Mike.
Nope, shit, wrong one. Wait, fuck you. There you go.
Nope.
I don't know what these buttons are, man. Kiss my ass.
Oh, no.
I don't give a shit. Kiss my ass. So what?
All that time we spent in rehearsal, down the drain.
Fucking show.
Gotta
Me?
go from this guy here. You know, night when you know better, you know what I'm saying, is whenever someone's asked, what's a superpower you want? Most people say flying. But yet, I've learned to fall, and I love falling. So, life lesson 2 on there. Nightwing, Dick Grayson, smooth as silk.
Ooh.
I came prepared. I'm the one messing up.
Word. We just compiled you right in the face, show all over your face,
Wait a minute.
all over that they compiled you right in the face.
Oh, won't be compiled me
Absolutely.
on my face. Hell no.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, so yo, tonight this discussion is inspired by Shang-Chi, the movie, because you know he's supposed to be one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel universe.
Actually, the greatest hand-to-hand fighter in the Marvel universe.
Okay, all right, all
Exactly
right.
who he is. Yeah, he's legit. Yeah.
So that's gonna be our discussion with who else is the best out there for DC and Marvel, and also want to throw out some little fantasy fights, like who would win in a fight, you know, this guy or that guy, and all that other stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you know, I know for a fact that my man Colossus will fuck up anybody in any, you know, in any comic book, but we're gonna leave him out of this because
All
you
right.
know he turns into Steel and all that other shit. So you know, he's on the top. Now we're gonna see who's second place, right, show?
All right. All right.
Right? Can Colossus be Hulk?
Nope.
You know, we got a winner.
Ah,
All right.
Somebody to beat your Colossus.
Hey, first off, you don't beat Colossus. Colossus beats you. All right, yo. So the rules
That
are
makes
for,
so much more sense. It made sense.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So the rules are for this are basically is just straight out, you know, hand to hand combat. You know, the certain powers that you can use that helps you with hand to hand combat is we're keeping. You know, like Daredevil's agility and his hearing and all that other shit. But we're gonna keep the strength level to the same. So you can't just turn around and be like, well, Superman can punch a hole through anybody and wins the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the strength level is gonna be the same. It's gonna be like a actual fight, you know, and we'll see who wins that.
All right.
The speed,
Makes sense.
yeah, the speed, I guess we can keep because you know you can overmatch speed. I guess I don't know how y'all feel about that with the the Flash or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the
cheating.
Flash is not known for fighting, so
Yeah, he's not. So
we
yeah.
wouldn't count
We
him.
talk. This is straight learned martial arts skills, not copied. So it's like you've actually learned how to do it through your life. You just didn't like Taskmaster's out. I would say Taskmaster's out because he can copy people. He doesn't know the martial art itself, but he can copy somebody.
Okay. So all right, let's show. Do you have any people that off the top of your head that you know that are awesome fighters?
Off the top of my head, awesome fighter. Shang-Chi is one. But you already said don't mention him.
No, I said don't mention Colossus.
Yeah.
Okay, Shang-Chi is one with the 10 ring, of course. Black Panther. But then again, you said I don't know if you're allowing him to use his suit.
Well, that's a part of we're taking the powers, the strength out of it. So his suit is pretty much the same shit as Cap's shield. You know what I'm saying? So
Dude, but even without the suit, Panther T'Challa is one of the best fighters. So even if you want to take him out of the suit and just throw him up on the waterfall, just let him kick the shit out of people, he can do it.
Yeah.
You can still go. He learned all those martial arts, so he can still go.
Fun fact: Captain America has never beaten Black Panther in a one-on-one fight.
Yep.
So that would be a match then.
You broke up there, but I
said that would be an interesting match to actually watch. Like, don't bring your. Well, I don't know if you're gonna say don't bring your shield because you bringing your Black Panther suit. So I'm bringing my shield. What's up?
So they never won a fight. Is that based off of respect or is that just outskilled?
No, it's respect. You know, I mean, they have scrap, but it's more respect than anything else. Like, you know, like they'll scrap mostly sparring, but it would be like they do respect each other very much. You know, it's like if you think about it, like in a way, they're mirror images of each other. Like Cap is the symbol of the United States for a lot of people, and Black Panther clearly is a symbol of Wakanda. So you know, kind of like we're the same. You know.
Okay, all right. So basically they just fought, but it wasn't one of those. They just fighting because they have to. It's not that they really want to. No, it's not like if Captain America was fighting. Okay, so
I'm not gonna put my effort into it. Gotcha.
Okay, I got you. So all right, well, we could go down the list of the fighters, and then we could get to a discussion like that with the Cap and Black Panther. I wanted to mention Iron Fist because he's one of my boys, and I wanted to know because I was watching a video of they ranked Marvel fighters, and they ranked him number 2 underneath Shang-Chi. Where do you guys rank him?
Iron Fist? Like there was a list of, I was ready for a list of 5. He's not on my 5, honestly.
And I would have put Shang-Chi over him. Definitely.
It's funny, Shang-Chi's not even my number 1 either, so he's the ironic part.
All right, so is that your 5 for Marvel?
My 5, I mix Marvel and DC together. I kind of put them together. Yeah,
okay.
And the number 1, a lot of people, if you know his comics, you're going to go, oh, okay. And if you don't, you're going to go, what? So, yeah.
So,
number 1 is legit in the comic world that I've read and I understand.
Shadowstar?
What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say a name.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
I'm trying to guess.
What the hell's wrong with you? What are you
No,
guessing?
guessing. I'm like Shadowstar. Who you gonna bring?
hold on. All right.
Gotta wait and see, bro.
Before we do that, let's hear Lay and Cap's list of their greatest fighters. As everyone knows, me and Show, we're not too privy with the comics, so we could throw out some names here and there. And I do want to get in a discussion why you don't think Iron Fist is in your top 5. But yeah, let's hear your list of the best fighters that you guys have.
Cap.
So I put together a list of 4, all from the DC universe, and I picked names that you know me, the nerd. I did a little deep dive. I picked names that people might not be, too well versed in. So the first one I got, Bronze Tiger. So if you guys watch Arrow, he was played by Michael Jai White, the guy who played Spawn.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that's who Bronze Tiger is. He's a former criminal. He's part of the Suicide Squad. He was trained by the League of Assassins. He's mastered over 11 different fighting styles. He's beaten Batman hand to hand. And he fought Richard Dragon, who's another dude on my list, to a standstill. And Richard Dragon is DC's version of Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to go down the whole list?
Yeah, let's hear the whole list.
All right, so right after Bronze Tiger, Richard Dragon, as I just mentioned, he's he was a thief in Japan that turned into a good guy. He's trained a whole bunch of people. He's trained the Bronze Tiger. He's trained Lady Shiva, who I got coming up next. He had a little bit of training for Batman, Nightwing. Then they did something weird with him, because in the New 52, a Spanish dude showed up, killed him, and took his name. So now he's the best fighter in DC. I don't know how the hell that happened, but that's something for him. Next up, I got Lady Shiva, another one of Batman's villains. Yeah, she's been a villain for a lot of people. She's an assassin. She's mastered 10 different fighting styles. She was in the League of Assassins. She was in the Birds of Prey. She goes toe-to-toe with Batman on the regular. She's been in a couple of the shows, but she's not really that well known of a character. And the last one on my list is Black Canary. Not people sleep on Black Canary, but she was trained by Wildcat. She knows 11 different fighting styles, and she's been depicted in comics and cartoons and media as the trainer for Young Justice. She spars with Batman. She spars with Green Arrow. She spars with the Flash. She took what Wildcat did and elevated it, and now she's almost like the fight trainer for the Justice League.
Yeah.
So, is Batman the measuring stick for fighting in DC?
Batman is the measuring stick when it comes to like popular characters.
Absolutely correct.
So like before the movie, hardly anybody knew Shang-Chi, but he's the best Marvel has. So people would say Cap was the measuring stick because everybody knows Cap and knows what he can do. It's the same thing with Batman for DC. He's the measuring stick because everybody knows Batman's name. Everybody, if you say it, people already have an image of, oh, okay, so that's how good he has to be.
Okay. So a quick question. I always thought that Bane was Batman's superior. So Bane isn't in this discussion for great fighters either?
So Bane is the brute strength come up, hit the venom juice, and just beat the hell out of you. When you talk about like hand-to-hand fighters, everybody I've mentioned knows 10 or more different styles of martial arts. And I'm not talking about, oh, I know how to throw a judo throw or a Aikido chop. Like, they've mastered these disciplines. So there's not, what do you call it? Lady Shiva, she knows fucking capoeira.
Yep.
Like, there's not a style that they cannot match or they cannot outfight within these guys. Where Bane is, like I said, he's just he's the bouncer at the bar who he's going to beat you, but only because he's bigger, stronger, and he hits harder.
Okay. So, all right, Mimi has a question. Would it be fair to say Batman is just a rich white man?
You know what? Props to Batman for one thing. He went out and he learned these styles from Lady Shiva, from Richard Dragon, as Cat well put himself. You know, he went out there and he learned them. He mastered a lot of them, but she's correct. He is a rich white guy. Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I can't. You know what it is? Like he said, he's popular, but he's not the best. He's not even one of the best of the best. He's like, you know, the best of the best, and it's like Batman is outside looking in. You know.
Okay, but he can hold his own with these.
Yeah, he can run with the pack, but he's not going to beat the pack usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Lake, can I ask the question about Marvel characters off of Cap's list, or would you want to say your list and then we can get into that afterwards?
No, we can do the Cap's list. The Cap's list was exactly it's in a sense it's starting out what it would be, but he threw a name or two in there. I was like, oh, I forgot about Richard Dragon. Like I literally did. And he has a great thing with Lady Shiva where they had a kid, and she's badass too, by the way. She's like, if we're doing a next generation, she's like number one on the next generation list. You know, Orphan is number one on that list. Yeah.
Okay. So, Cap, you named all DC characters. Is that because no Marvel characters can fight with them, or is that because you know the DC explains their fighting style better?
No, so my thinking behind this was that you and Show were gonna say the most obvious answers, and that's your Daredevil, that's your Iron Fist, that's your Batman's and your Nightwing. Like that's everybody that you guys would have said are the no does. So I came at this with let's do a little deep dive and let's get some people that maybe nobody's ever heard of. It might spark some interest in getting people to look up these characters. You know, I'm trying to go deeper, a little deeper than surface level, if we want to get like a real discussion.
And that's why we got you guys here, so that way you know the knowledge is expanded more than what we know from the movies. But so, is there someone from Marvel that can match up with these people, or are they just too good for Marvel standards?
So right now, the way she's being written, if you want to take Lady Shiva and match her up with somebody hand to hand, Elektra.
Okay.
Because right now, Elektra is the new Daredevil. She's literally the new King of Hell's Kitchen, and she has upped her game tremendously with these new writers. She can stand toe to toe with Lady Shiva. Elektra is now well known as being better than Matt Murdock hand to hand. So you can throw her there. With Bronze Tiger, you could put him up against Iron Fist or Luke Cage or Daredevil. Like they'll match up pretty good. Richard Dragon and Shang-Chi, that's the match. If you ever want to put hand to hand from both sides.
Okay. All right, so let's hear your list and then we can get into the matches.
All right, my number 5 is, of course, Deathstroke. Deathstroke thinks quicker than most people. He is a skilled assassin. He is an amazing martial artist. He's the number of skills off the top of my head, I can't name the stuff that he's done, but he knows it. You know what I mean? And when you go toe to toe with Batman, most of the time that's the measuring stick. But he has been trained by Lady Shiva and by Richard Dragon. It's like he's been trained by the best of the best when it needs to happen. You know what I mean? So definitely, he's on the list. You know what I mean? Big fan of his. My number 4, I kind of had like almost had a moment of like damn, I hesitated. But I'm gonna say the person that I was talking about before, Orphan. Orphan is Richard Dragon and Lady Shiva's daughter. They have a kid. So you think about it, their badass knowledge poured into one badass person. And she was the character in Birds of Prey that I absolutely hated because she became a pickpocket instead of being a badass fighter as you should have been. Like, what did you do to her? You made her a shit show.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
The Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn one.
Yes.
I hated the fact that she got relegated to a pickpocket when she's literally right now in Marvel. There's almost nobody that can. I mean, in DC, there's no one that can mess with her right now.
Oh wow.
Top level, like top tier. You know what I mean? I mean, if your father's this and your mother's this, the level of badass you're gonna be is next level. Next for me is Lady Shiva, of course. She trained, like he said, Batman, Tim Drake, Nightwing a little bit, and Jason Todd. A lot of people forget that she kind of trained, and some of the League of Shadows as well. She trained some of them. So that's one of the most dangerous elite groups in the world. So think about that. The next one for me is Karate Kid from DC. Not Danielson. There's a character in DC called Karate Kid. And he is the most formidable fighter they have. He's like their Shang-Chi in a sense.
Okay.
Like, kind of like that. And then number one is Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? He is literally depicted as he made a fighting style for Spider-Man. Like for him to use his abilities, he figured out a style that would be, and he calls it Spider Fu. Yeah. Is it spot on? Very. But is it correct? Absolutely. You know what I mean? So that's my five. That's my five. I got an assassin, I got a lady assassin, I got an orphan. I'm everywhere. But if you know the characters, especially the Karate Kid is like a really obscure one. But if you know anything about him, and they even have a movie that he's in. Even Batman goes, "Yo, he's better than me and Robin." Little fun fact: if you look it up, Karate Kid in DC animated, you'll see it.
Okay.
So look it up. Yeah, he's essentially their Shang-Chi. And honestly, because they literally almost dress the same. He doesn't dress like Danielson. He doesn't have the stupid. He doesn't none of that. He's Asian, by the way, for the fun fact of you guys.
I pictured that when you said he's like their Shang-Chi. I was like, all right, so they got an Asian character.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yo, look him up, Vin, because I didn't know anything about Karate Kid. I looked him up, and if they didn't say he was Asian, I would have never known. I'd have thought this dude was like Iron Fist.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta throw that out there. Like, yo, he's of Asian descent. Like karate is literally,
Oh
not
shit,
Danielson, not the Karate Kid that we all know and love. Not the Cobra Kai guy. This is Karate Kid, the DC guy.
Yeah, he kind of looks like all you need is the mask, and he's Iron Fist.
Yeah, you kind of put it over. Yeah, but the point is, if you read about him, you can tell that he's like essentially their version of Shang-Chi in a way.
Yeah.
Because they had no idea about more martial arts, so they just named them the one they knew. Karate. You know how back in the days, like even people do nowadays, oh, you do karate? No, I actually do not do karate at all. I do Muay Thai, I do jiu-jitsu, I do boxing. I don't do karate at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. That's everybody's general knowledge. You do karate or kung fu. That's all you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's funny enough. With Shang-Chi, I believe Enter the Dragon had just come out, and Bruce Lee sprung up popular. And Marvel was like, oh, we could do something like that. And they just made their own version of Bruce Lee.
That's it.
Essentially. That's
essentially what DC did. They got their own, we have ours too, the Karate Kid that's not as popular, but make no mistake about it. Get ready for him to shoot up now that Shang-Chi has come out. Wait for it. I'm calling it right now. And they'll rename him, repackage him, but that's still Karate Kid.
Okay. So, you have any questions or?
No. I'm trying to build the list that I could put against y'all. Because you guys, like you guessed, I was gonna go with the regular guys, but like I said, once I started popping up with these random guys, I'm like, I got a couple of people that might beat them.
Who you got?
At 5, I got Karnax, and that's because he could see your weak point.
Who's that?
Karnax.
Oh, he's the Inhuman dude.
Oh, the guy from the Inhumans.
Correct.
Yeah, the guy that he can see you. Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a real good
I
one.
got you, Bleaks.
How you gonna be able to beat a guy that can see everything where you're weak?
Well, if you're like Shang-Chi, you have none. Shang-Chi literally has none. You master every martial arts style, you have none.
Yeah, because
I see your thinking though, Show. That is great thinking. It's like it's hard to beat a guy that knows where you lack.
Exactly.
If I did that to Iron Man in one Iron Man suit, he was like, "Oh, there's a weak point here." Iron Man goes, "I don't have a weak point," and he breaks it. He goes, "Yes, you do." Trust me.
If I'm not mistaken, Shang-Chi is a grandmaster of every Asian martial arts, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And some that are not, by the way.
Oh, all right.
Like he's one of those guys. He's like Ryu. He goes and learns around the world. He'll travel to anywhere to learn. You know.
Okay. Show you. What's your other ones?
I was gonna agree with you with that Iron Fist.
Okay.
Because he was trained by the masters of Kung Lao. Kung Lao.
You're right. The first one's right.
Yeah.
The pronunciation is correct. Yes.
So he might not have the stuff that you think ordinary people would have to win, but he fought a dragon, dogs.
That's how you get the name of the Iron Fist.
And he beat the dragon, by the way. He did win.
I don't know how to put it. He beat a dragon.
The dragon, yeah. That's probably not easy.
So I get where you're coming from with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be able to beat Chun-Chi though.
Yeah.
They don't like when I was looking it up, they didn't put him above him. I don't know why, because I don't think Chun-Chi ever fought a dragon. There's another guy. He always loses, and it's gonna be your guy, LA Taskmaster. He has the ability to predict every move. How do you lose?
He can mimic somebody's fighting ability just from watching them. It's a photographic kind of memory kind of thing. You know, but my thing is, I didn't count that because he's not learning it. He's literally just copying it. It's like I'm copying whatever you're doing. He didn't take the time to learn these fighting abilities. Like everybody we named on the list, we're talking about, we named grandmasters. Like these people are literally the best of the best. They took the time to train and learn it. Meanwhile, he is literally just, oh, okay, I see how he moves. I can do the same thing. As long as it's not superhuman, he can pretty much do the same thing.
So he could be a grandmaster at everything.
He could, but the thing is, he doesn't know all of it. Like all he's copying is the way you move and how you're doing a certain thing. It's not like he sees you and he has your catalog of knowledge. You know what I mean?
He's not like the Terminator. He doesn't take you on completely. I'm Shang-Chi now.
He doesn't know how to think and change his style in a fight. Pretty much. So, that's what his big flaw is.
So what you said before is Taskmaster always loses. That's because the only real way to beat him is to just stop doing what you normally do and think outside the box.
Absolutely correct.
The minute you throw something that you haven't thrown before, he doesn't know what to do because he's never seen you do it before.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's smart. Smart way to defend. Nice. I was gonna add Daredevil because I heard he did fight. He took on Hulk, and you told me nobody could beat Hulk. When I was doing research, I heard that he took on Hulk in the comics. That's why I added him.
Yeah. I mean, Daredevil he is a good ad. You know what I mean? He's a legit good ad. He is. No one can ever argue him not being one of the pound for pound best in any comic book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he learned. Yeah, if you guys saw the TV show, he learned from Stick.
Yes.
And Stick is probably the best blind fighter that Marvel has.
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
I saw that in the show.
Yeah.
I think that's I added one, but this one I don't know. Moondragon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is a real good one.
All right.
That's really obscure. That's a good one. But yeah, I could see him being on it. You know.
See, I was trying to go a little different. So that would be my different list right there.
Nah, I like it. So I got a question from Bleaks, and he wants to know: is Thanos a good hand-to-hand fighter, or is he just a brute?
No. Thanos is it's I would call Thanos how do I say like a pressure point fighter. He knows the weaknesses in like the anatomy. So that would be his thing. Like I'm not necessarily like, listen, if I were to give Shang-Chi Thanos' strength, he's not winning that fight. But against most people, with somebody equal of his strength, he's going to be able to put in work because he knows where to do it. It's more of a strategical thing than it is actual hand skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, I wanted to get into the questions with because Show brought up Daredevil, and Lay brought up Spider-Man. Now, the advantages that these two guys have is that the Spider Sense and Daredevil can actually hear you about to throw the punch before you even throw it.
Yes.
So, and they both have similar equilibriums, from what I understand, and that makes them more agile than most characters in the comics. So, what would make them lose to Shang-Chi or Bronze? What's his name?
Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger. Or
it's purely knowledge. It's purely the fact that both these individuals literally live their lives to master these arts. And then Shang-Chi has mastered Chi. If you heard anything about Chi, is in a way an ability to harness your energy so we can heal faster and you're faster. But the point is, whatever Daredevil knows now, Shang-Chi has forgotten years of that. Like, he's like, yo, I grew up in this life. You kind of dabble in it. I grew up in it. And the same thing with when it comes with the other gentleman, Bronze Tiger. I grew up in it. You know what I mean? And the spider senses and the strength is great, but if you can get somebody off their balance, and that's martial arts, one of the greatest things in martial arts, you get somebody off their balance, you're able to just to time everything. And sometimes some people with enough skills can almost see what you're about to do before you do it, because your skill is more limited than their skill as a fighter. Like, oh, he knows how to box, but he only knows one boxing style. He knows Western. He doesn't know Chinese boxing. Oh, he knows kickboxing. He doesn't know Muay Thai or Dutch kickboxing. So it's one of those things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
To further jump off the back of that. So if Daredevil was fighting Shang-Chi, Daredevil is listening for heartbeats, breathing, and a whole bunch of different things with his hearing. Shang-Chi knows that. He knows Tai Chi. He can slow his heart rate, slow his breathing rate. It's going to confuse Daredevil because he's not hearing what he's supposed to. So it's going to it's not going to throw off his equilibrium, but it's going to throw off his fighting balance because he's supposed, at one point he's like, all right, I'm supposed to hear this many heartbeats per minute. We've been fighting for this long. He's exerted this much energy. But Shang-Chi, he can tame all that. So now what is Daredevil going to do when he's listening for something that's not there? But you're too busy listening, you're going to get hit with something.
Okay.
And the spider sense it alerts you to danger. Shang-Chi could make his movement, like if he does a drunken style, you would not think you're in danger because the way he does it, it almost seems like, oh, the dude is off his rocker. The drunken style is all about, kind of like putting somebody at ease, but you're still way better than you seem, and you do it. And his spider sense couldn't pick something like that up because like it's intimate danger. Like, oh, he's gonna strike now. That drunken style throws everybody off. So like the way they move is like, I don't know when he's gonna strike, what he's gonna do, but I still don't feel threatened by the style at the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is one that Shang-Chi definitely knows.
You had a question, Show?
No, I had a honorable mention. Sorry, Black Widow.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
I could have sworn she took.
She didn't make my list off the GP that I know these other people are like they live that life. So she was like she's really an honorable mention, honestly.
She was trained to be an assassin since she was little. Shoot.
Yeah. She got taken away from. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's like, but the thing is, it wasn't focused on martial arts. It was also, weapons trainings, espionage, all that. The focus wasn't hand to hand. It was infiltrating and stuff like that. So when you're talking about just hand to hand, we're talking about the people that we're talking about right now. These people that literally live their lives to fight. That's it. That's what they're doing.
Tell you right now, as a military member, there was a difference between learning a martial arts and self-defense and all that, and learning I need to get rid of this guy quick.
Absolutely.
So that's a fighting style that you would learn in the military, but it's not like I'm not gonna learn Tai Chi. I'm just gonna learn, put him down, move on to the next guy. I don't got time to fist fight him for 15 rounds.
You're not gonna go in the UFC with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you can, but you're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna stop his heart. Clink. Shit.
So Bleaks was saying that Shang-Chi is number 1 for him and Black Panther is number 2. I wanted to talk about Black Panther because
Okay.
you say that he never lost to Cap, and Cap is supposed to be a good fighter, and with his speed thinking and his tactics, you know, you would think that Cap will be up there with you guys with his fighting. So, like, where is Black Panther on this list? Is he high up there with them, or is he
Black Panther is a strong honorable mention for me. I don't know about Cap, but I would strongly, because he, once again, another individual that went out there and took the time to learn the arts. He didn't go out there, like, he just didn't pick it up. He learned them. Like, he went out there between his college education and his diplomacy and everything. He went out there and learned the martial arts as well. You know, some of them are very African based, capoeira. There's a wrestling one that I always forget the name of. It's like kind of like it's like Roman wrestling, but it's their version.
okay?
So he took the time to go out there and learn. Like, he did like a kind of a Batman kind of thing, but it's because he's a king and like, yo, he said, listen, I can't learn everything here. I got to learn stuff outside in the world. And that's where he got his doctrines and his masters by going out in the world. And he also learned different martial arts as well doing that. So he's an honorable mention, like close to almost top 7, top 8. Like, he's there.
Okay.
I got a quick question about that. Black Widow again.
Yes.
Is it in the comics? Did she take down Captain America and Spider-Man?
Yeah, she's done that.
Yeah.
So
She's done
then,
both. Yeah.
so she's right up there with Black Panther then, because Black Panther, you said.
Well, the thing is, you know, to disarm Spider-Man when it's a woman that looks like that, it's not hard. He's a teenager. You got to remember that he's a teenager. And she's tight too. You're like, oh shit. But then she's also really good at what she does. You know what I mean?
She uses everything available.
And then when Cap fights, Cap usually hold them back, and not because she's a woman, because you know he knows her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm not trying to downplay her, because remember, Lady Shiva is one of my top ones, if not like the next. Like, she is literally like a patriarch of fighting in all comics. There's no one you cannot mention combat and not say Lady Shiva in it. You know what I mean? But with Black Widow's, like, all the other things take away from what she could have learned that have been only martial arts.
Gotcha. All the guns and all.
Yeah.
So Black Widow took down Cap,
Yes.
and your reasoning for it, I have a question for Cap's like motives. Is it something where Cap fights someone he respects or he sees as a friend, where he just is in defense mode?
Pretty much.
It seems that way. He did it with Bucky too.
Yeah, he does what they say in MMA. You fight not to lose. You don't fight to win.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you've heard that in MMA before. I know Toad's heard about it before.
Oh yeah.
You fight not to lose, but you don't fight to win. Like, you don't put the pressure. You don't go 100%. You know what I mean? Between the super soldier serum and what he knows, that's an unfair advantage. You know what I mean? You know, but he never, when he fights these people, he doesn't fight to lose. He doesn't fight to win. He fights not to lose.
He just makes sure that you don't hurt him too bad and he doesn't kill you.
Absolutely. I mean, if you do hurt him, he can always heal. You know.
Yeah.
He has that thing.
So he basically falls on his shield, if need be.
Well, you know what's funny? There's been enough times where he hasn't had a shield, and people go, "Oh, the shield is the thing." No, the man is the thing. He literally, in his mind, he has literally cataloged the way to fight and what he needs to use with what person. Like, I'm fighting this person, I'll bring this up and I use this. So I use boxing, I use judo, I use a little bit of Krav Maga, whatever, you know. The thing is, the shield doesn't make the man makes the shield. And that's what people forget about it. That's why you see that scene in a Winter Soldier with GSP character Baccarat, where he goes, "Oh, I thought you were the shield was only had." He goes, "All right, no shield, just me and you, bro," and he wins.
So to piggyback off of that, that's also some of the reasons why he loses to some of these people. Is because it's a little bit of the Taskmaster syndrome. Because Steve is sometimes they depict Steve as being stuck in a certain way.
Uh-huh.
And Black Widow and Black Panther, they're so what makes them great fighters is their adaptability. Is on the fly, they can just change up tactics. And Cap should be able to do that because he thinks faster and all this shit. But sometimes he gets stuck in a, well, I know what Panther's gonna do. Like kind of like Taskmaster, I know what Panther's gonna do. And then Panther would just do something unexpected and that'll throw Cap. And with Widow, like we said, Widow has more tricks up her sleeve. So she's not gonna straight up hand to hand fight him. She's gonna use little bombs, little distraction things. She knows, oh, Cap's not gonna put anybody in danger. So if I make it look like that person's in danger, there's a distraction, there's a way out, there's something I can do. So that's why some of these, along with what Lay was saying, that's why some of these people have beaten Cap.
Yep.
It's because they're more fluid in the way they fight versus Cap, who I know how to fight, so I'm going to fight you.
Okay. So all right, so that kind of like answers my next question, but I'm still gonna ask it. So if they took that whole shit, like when Cap was part of Hydra in that comic book run, and that Cap fighting Black Panther or Black Widow or Shang-Chi, does he have a shot?
Yeah, I mean, he has a good shot because of Killer Instinct. But the thing is, when you got a guy like, especially Shang-Chi, he understands where we're at. And you have to understand what Cap knows that are lethal arts. Shang-Chi knows like triple or 4 times that. You know what I mean? Like this style, I'm gonna put you down as fast as I can, just to make sure this is done. You know what I mean? So it's a situation of a soldier versus a martial artist, but a martial artist has been trained his whole life, and a soldier that's learned things, like Cap said, just to be efficient enough to get away. You know what I mean? Or to murder. This guy knows how to kill people whenever he wants, however easily he wants, and when he wants. So it's one of those things. Does he have a chance? Absolutely. Is he going to win? Probably not against Shang-Chi. Maybe against Black Widow, Black Panther. I don't see it because Black Panther is also one of those people like he's a king. He knows he has to kill to get things done. You know what I mean? Like he's not, and he don't live in this fantasy world where, no, I can't kill. He goes, no, I got to murder sometimes. You know? So yeah.
To jump in on that. So have you guys seen Indiana Jones? You know, there's that famous scene where the dude has the sword and then he just shoots him.
Yeah.
So Hydra Cap would not be above going, well, this dude's gonna try to fight whatever. Bang, let's just get this shit over with right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where he would win in a fight. But in the context of this, where it's a straight up fist fight between two people, he's still Steve Rogers. He's probably just a little more aggressive and a little more likely to take advantage of an opportunity that normally Steve wouldn't do.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, so you
got to remember.
Okay.
You got to also remember that in that comic, he was still worthy to pick up Mjolnir.
Okay.
So it's not like he turned evil.
Yeah. All right. So I have two more topics I want to discuss because I really want to get into Iron Fist. Like, you know, Show mentioned him earlier, but like I said, with the power of the Iron Fist, and he also controls his chi, right? That's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
So is it just that all these other better fighters just know more fighting styles than Iron Fist would, or what else? What makes them better than Iron Fist?
So I don't know if you want to go first. Or...
No, go ahead, Cap. I did like 2 in a row. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, it's depiction. If you look at the way they depict Iron Fist, they depict him already at the B level. I mean, he's already a hero for hire with Luke Cage. He's more street level. Like even Daredevil is depicted above him
Mhm.
in hierarchy of heroes. So he might physically have more tools. It's what the hell's that? What's that USC fighter? Shit, the guy who fights anybody, the crazy cowboy.
Cowboy Cerrone.
Cerrone. Yes.
Donald Cerrone, yeah.
It's like Donald Cerrone. If you put him on paper, he's probably one of the best that UFC has. But when you see him in action and ranking, he's lower. When he fights some of these other dudes, he loses. Like, so it's all depiction with Iron Fist.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be right behind Shang-Chi.
Absolutely correct.
But the writers are telling us a different story.
Mhm.
So that's why, at least for me, that's why he's not that high on my list.
Is it the writer of the movies or the writer of the comic? Because I've noticed that
the writers of the comics.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Show. I know you got a
No,
question.
I was gonna say I've noticed that sometimes a character is a lot stronger in the comics than what they make them do in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Really, yeah.
Well, that's because you've afforded a longer form storytelling. So I mean, these guys have been around 50, 60, 70 years. Eventually they get stale, so you got to freshen them up and give them new things to do. The threats keep getting bigger, so you kind of need to raise their power level to meet them. So
Yeah.
All right,
that's
so-
what it is in the comics. In the movies, it's a little harder to depict some of these things.
Yes.
Because I mean, you only have 2 hours to tell a story. We're not with him for a whole season of television or something.
No, yeah.
Agreed, yeah.
So, all right. I wanted to make mention to these other characters just because, you know, as a person that don't read the comics, and let's say people out there listening to this. Now, the Hulk, the version of the Hulk that is as smart as Bruce Banner, but it's the Hulk's mind that's over. Was it Mortis?
Maestro.
Maestro. How does he fare in something like this? And Bleaks, I'm gonna get to the Winter Soldier also.
Maestro is a very interesting character because Maestro, you're not looking at combat efficient more than anatomy efficiency. Remember, he's retaining Dr. Banner's mind. Now, Dr. Banner's mind, this is the doctor.
Yeah.
He knows ligaments, he knows how to destroy things, that's his thing. It's not necessarily a guy that went out there and studied Muay Thai for 10 years. He just knows the human anatomy well enough, and he's strong enough that he can rip anybody apart. But somebody that possibly is equal strength, he knows if he focuses in right parts of the anatomy, he can kind of like Thanos, he can pinpoint.
Okay.
It's a strategic thing more than it is, or a tactical thing more than it is actual
skill-wise
knowing of the arts.
All right.
Martial arts.
So if you take away his strength, he's not doing nothing to none of these people.
If you take away strength, he's still formidable because he knows the anatomy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he knows where to hit and what. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if we're just talking about just straight up standing and scrapping, it's different.
You're gonna hate this analogy, but this is the best thing I could think of.
Yeah.
It's the same difference as the Paul brothers, Jake Paul and whatever the fuck the other guy's
Logan.
name is.
No, it's correct.
Logan versus all these actual UFC fighters is they might know martial arts, but this dude knows all he has to know is how to throw a punch and how to take a punch. And he's just in the fight. Just as much in the fight. Because sometimes that's all you need to know how to do is throw the punch, take the punch. That's what Maestro does. That's what Thanos does. That's what Black Bolt does. That's what the Hulk does. That's what Superman does. All these other guys that we're not mentioning is not because they're not good fighters. It's just they know how to throw the punch. They know how to take the punch. So that's all they need to know.
So basically, they're just in the fight because of their powers, their strength, their durability, and
Absolutely
all right,
correct, yeah.
all right.
So, that's what letting them win and lead them into a fight. They have no, they literally have no actual skills. Like, all due respect to all these comic guys that were saying that they're powerful, but none of them ever sat down and learned how to fight.
yeah, I mean, Batman did beat the shit out of Superman once he had the kryptonite, right?
Yeah, because Superman he doesn't have any actual fighting skills.
He's just a brute.
that version of him that was written that time.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So, yeah.
Picture this. We brought it up before, but Squirrel Girl is not a martial artist.
Nope.
But she has beaten Thanos, Doctor Doom, Galactus, and all these big ass names. Because at the end of the day, fighting is just throwing your limbs at the other person, hopefully enough times that they fall before you do.
Yeah.
Mr. Jake
Nah,
Paul.
yeah, I hear you. So, all right. So Bleaks brought up a name that I'm not familiar with. Maybe you guys can help me out. He said that the Black Panther trained to become a warrior, and he trained with the Dora Milaje.
Milaje. Those are
Milaje?
the bodyguards.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are the ladies
female
those are
bodyguard.
bodyguards.
Okay, so I wanted to mention them too, because I know in the movies if I know in Cap, when they were talking about Black Widow and his bodyguard, Cap was like, "Oh." So what about, where do they stand?
They are probably the most elite fighting force in Marvel you're gonna find that is not an alien race. They are literally born and bred to protect the king, and that's it. That's all they do. Whoever's on that throne, they protect. Period. That is all they do.
So they can kill Shang-Chi if he needs to.
These are literally, you know how they say warriors aren't born? That's
Yeah.
bullshit. These ladies are. And they're the best of the best. Because you can only be the best to do it. You know what I mean? And that's them.
Okay.
You got the Wakanda power, bro.
So again, with martial arts, as far as I know, because I'm not a grandmaster of my own, but from everything I've seen, with martial arts, it's not the ability to kill your opponent, but it's the ability to know that you can, and the restraint to show that you won't. The Dora Milaje, no, they're protecting Wakanda. If they need to drive a stake through your eye, they're doing it.
Absolutely
if they
correct.
need to cut off your tongue, they're doing. They don't give a shit.
They fought each other for the throne, bro.
Those warriors are about. They're about. You know what I say? You're not about that life. That's all they live. That life. That's all they do.
Yo, picture the League of Shadows.
Yes.
Okay.
But for good, and on Marvel side.
Absolutely
Okay.
correct. Yes.
All right. So I have two more mentions. I noticed they said Wolverine was one of the top fighters in Marvel also, because he actually learned the way of the samurai, and he learned from one of the best samurais there, and
Yes.
he knew some other fighting styles.
Yeah. I think it's a karate, boxing, little Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I mean, this guy's been alive for 100 years. He's
Yeah.
gonna learn a lot of shit. He's gonna figure shit out. You know what I mean? So he's learned a lot. Yeah, no, he is. But it's between his healing power and the fact that he's been alive so long, how is he not gonna learn all this stuff?
So I didn't put Wolverine on the list for two reasons. One, you mentioned he learned the way of the samurai, but I think that's more of a lifestyle thing that he did to deal with his berserker rage and to keep him calm and to find a better way to live.
Yep.
Then the second reason I have is Sabretooth shows up, beats the shit out of this man, and then leaves. And there's nothing he can do about it. So that kind of knocks him down a few points for me.
So what about Sabretooth? Does that make him, or is that just Sabretooth just that much of a
Sabretooth-
wild?
That's just him and Sabretooth.
Sabretooth's definition of a brute.
Okay.
You know, it's like his thing is old savagery. You know, that's it. Like when he kills you, it's like they said, it's like he was mauled by a bear. That's Sabretooth. I'm not saying he doesn't have any skills, but not on that level.
No, yeah, I hear you. All right, so what about Deadpool?
Ah, yes, Deadpool. Deadpool is a very interesting character. Once again, very capable fighter, if you could ever, name one. But I do the same thing with Black Widow. The fact that his whole thing is he also has guns, katanas, knives, daggers, and explosive, whatever the fucking weapon he can fit up his ass, I guess at this point. You know what I mean? But he's not a pure fighter. He is a fighter. Don't get me wrong. But he's not that's why I would never put the Punisher on this list.
And
I
so
tell people all the time.
he's
It
more
wouldn't fit.
he's more dependent on his weapons than his fighting ability.
You know what? He's not dependent. He's used to using them.
Okay.
So if he needs to scrap, he will. But he's so used to having them, like on call, like literally always on him. He's like, it's like an extension of himself at that point.
Yeah, again, it's a more tactical approach to fighting.
Yep.
Because so with Black Widow and Deadpool and all that, with traditional martial arts, you're thinking my hand is the weapon. It extends to my arm. The way I plant my feet on the ground gives me the power to punch. They're thinking this bomb's a weapon. How can I use this bomb to cause a distraction or to do something to gain an upper hand? So they're fighting. The level of thinking and their level of fighting is on a completely different plane than everybody else.
Yep.
Okay.
It's kind of adjacent to putting Floyd Mayweather versus a kickboxer, where Floyd Mayweather might be able to beat this kickboxer, but the kickboxer has more to his,
more
at his
weapons.
arsenal. He
Yeah.
can use his legs, where Floyd only knows the hands and the movement of the body and.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Bleaks mentioned the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Once again, the Winter Soldier is probably against anybody else an amazing combat, but when you're literally made to assassinate and depend on different weapons, it kind of limits your actual martial arts skills or hand-to-hand combat. Is he good? Absolutely. Is he Shang-Chi? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see him. He's one of the types where if you get the right fighter against him, he's easily exploitable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can really use what he does against him. So that's the thing with him.
Yeah.
Show, do you have it? Good.
Two things. Moondragon. That's Drax's daughter, right?
Correct.
That was just the question. All right.
Okay.
And
right. That's a good call. That's a good one, by the way. So.
Okay. I got three people I wanted to add to the list, but I wanted to see where y'all would put them because I don't know them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Psylocke?
Yeah, of course we know. Yeah.
Psylocke, Shadow Star from Daredevil, and Kawan. Kawan, Kwannon.
It sounds familiar. The picture's not coming to my head for some reason. I don't.
Say that last one again. Spell that. K what?
Kwannon. See if you can find them.
Who was the first person you mentioned?
The first person was Shadow Star.
Oh, dude, Kawan is Psylocke.
Okay, let's make a show.
That's Psylocke's actual name.
Gotcha.
So, all right, who are these people? Let's explain those for people like me or people listening that may not know who they are.
All right, so Psylocke is a mutant in the X-Men where she can use her psychic power in order to form like blade-like weapons. So if you guys seen what was that? Age of Apocalypse?
Yeah.
The movie? She
yeah.
was played by Olivia Munn.
Okay.
That's Psylocke.
I remember she took out a knife or something.
And Stardust?
Shadow Star.
Shadow Star.
Yeah, that's he's in Daredevil if I'm not mistaken. He has the funny mask.
I'm trying to look that one up right there because that's one that I'm not even familiar with.
Shadow Star. That's his name.
That's the guy from Deadpool.
Shadow Star.
Yeah.
He's from X-Force. He has the two.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
He's a gladiator.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Shadow Star. You heard Shadow. I was like,
I was like, who the hell is Shadow Star?
No,
But
no. I'm pretty sure he's out there.
Look at Deadpool 2. He was like the Asian looking dude on the plane that gets murked out when he makes the X-Force.
Okay. I see him, yeah.
Just a couple of people I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm researching, so I'm not gonna know most of these are, but like I said, I'm just doing research. I'm trying to look for that guy.
But this is good. This is good. That's why I picked the people I named. That it'll give you guys a breadth of people to look up and to say that we haven't already said.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
All right, so Bleaks posted up Champion and Mr. X.
See, that's somebody I gotta look up. I never heard. Is Mr. X the? Nah, not Xavier.
No.
Okay.
I know it's a quick reflex to think that, but no, it's not him.
Ooh, Mr. X Ace from Resident Evil. No, Mr. X. I know who he is. That's the guy with the 2 knives.
That's a good pull. I'm looking him up right now. This is somebody I've never seen. So he's got low level telepathy. He's peak physical condition.
He kind of looks like the Ryan Reynolds from the first Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Just with hair and a mouth.
Power grid listing. We gotta actually check this dude out because his power grid lists his fighting skills at a 7. It's the best thing he has.
Yeah.
And so shout out to Bleaks for putting up somebody up. Yeah, I can't even speak. Putting somebody up on the radar.
There you go. Yeah, you got to shed light to him. That's why we like to have the viewers here. All right. So before we get to that, I wanted to jump on the DC side of the world. Now I know technically the Flash can't fight, but with his speed alone and his ability to punch and the little bit of punching, like you said with the Paul brothers and all that, wouldn't he also be formidable with these people, or his speed has nothing to do with anything when he's fighting the Grandmasters?
So his speed should account for something, but his lack of actual physical fighting and actual awareness of fighting leaves him extremely vulnerable to anybody who knows, because what is he going to do when he runs 50 miles that way and 50 miles back? Probably going to throw a punch, because you're not going to be able to throw a kick as you're running. So once you know he's throwing a punch, all it is just timing. If you can get that timing down, he misses you by a country mile, and then you get an advantage because he's got to stop. And in that meantime, you're going to take him out.
Absolutely. That's correct, yeah. Somebody like Lady Shiva or Richard Dragon is just going to go, I know what he's going to do. All of a sudden, little sidestep, and all of a sudden, game on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. If he knew how to fight, it would be bad. But he doesn't.
All right. So, on that note, what about Wonder Woman? Because I mean, she's an Amazon.
She was born and bred to be a warrior. That's something else.
Does she follow? Does she fall into the category as like a Winter Soldier and Black Widow and all, where they're just looking to kill people?
I absolutely believe she does. She always has a sword, spear, and lasso. She has a sword, her shield, and a lasso. So it's like it's one of the, and her bracelets, right? Yeah.
Gauntlets, right? Gauntlets.
Whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's not 100% just hands. I mean, at least to me, it's the way I feel. To me.
For me, to bring this into a category that hopefully everybody can understand a little better. For me, she's a Greco-Roman fighter in the UFC.
Yep.
She will be able to do stand up. She's good on the feet. If she's grappling you, she's gonna take you down. But if you take her down to the ground, and if you can withstand her grappling, she doesn't know the other shit.
Yep.
She's a very specific training that the Amazonians have, which is, I mean, it's great. She's a god. She's a demigod, so she's stronger as shit. But it's also limited in what she does know.
Yep. Agreed. See, that's the thing. It's like you know one style. All right, that's great. But what happens when it gets switched up on you? That's it. It's literally it.
And if you look at, like, in real life, Bruce Lee turned around and said, you have to learn multiple styles. He didn't only learn the traditional martial arts, kicking, punching. He learned boxing. He learned kickboxing. He learned a whole bunch of different things. The best
Agreed.
UFC fighters, they can stand. They can go to the ground. They can wrestle. They can judo. They can do a whole myriad of things because that's what makes a complete fighter.
Yo, no disrespect to y'all, because I told this to Toe and he flipped on me. I was doing research on Bruce Lee and I heard he was an actor. He never really fought 50 people at once.
Well, dude, nobody actually fights 50 people at one time.
That was
That's called
I know
that's called murder.
Stone Cold did it. Shit. Fuck it.
No,
One
but
punch everybody.
Yeah, but that was in the Dancing Clowns.
Yeah.
You know, we're just a bunch of clowns dancing.
Absolutely correct.
You know?
Absolutely correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That
Sure, I
was
don't
that
know
was a
if you
reference
noticed,
to Ready to Rumble, just in case if anybody didn't, didn't catch that. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if you know this,
Well,
show, but
we'll refer to that
in
on
real
Thursday.
life,
We'll refer to that on
fight
Thursday.
scenes don't
Oh, yeah.
break out with 15 guys attacking you at once. If
And
15
everybody-
guys
and
attack
each
anybody
guy-
at once, that's an ass
Yeah,
whooping.
each guy lines up to get their ass handed to them. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
You get jumped and you get stomped out.
They'll grab you. True.
Yeah.
Where do you guys put Val Armour from DC?
Who?
Val Armour? Isn't he like the Karate Kid of this whole thing? DC? I think his name was Val Armour. He's Asian.
No, that's the Karate Kid. That's the one that Larry put up.
They was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's essentially their version of Shang-Chi.
So, if you want to know what our thoughts about it is, rewatch the podcast. It's like maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. And you get...
welcome to the podcast show. Appreciate you coming by, bro.
About 40 minutes ago, I believe I touched on that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was an hour late. My brain is here now. My bad.
I hear you. I hear you. We gotta give Show a break. He's still a little under the weather.
A little bit. We're
Yeah.
gonna use that for the rest of the year.
Word. All right, so let's get into the Marvel versus DC. Let's see who has the best fighters. In your opinion,
All right.
who has
All
the
right.
best fighters? Marvel or DC?
I feel it's DC because it's detective based. So most of their fighters literally just know how to fight. Like a lot of their characters, if you look at them, like the best fighters, they really have no powers. They legitimately just know how to fight. You know, it's like they learn how to fight in order for that to be their power. My opinion.
So they have
I'd have
nothing
to
to fall
back
back
it
on. Yeah.
I'd have to back that up. DC, I think, has the better overall hand-to-hand combat because Marvel is more. I'm trying to figure out how to put this. So Marvel is more fighting and not martial arts based fights. Because
Correct.
if you look around, if I said League of Shadows, you know automatically they're all ninjas. Name any organization in Marvel like that.
The
The
hand.
10 Rings,
The
they're
hand.
not all actual martial artists. They're a myriad of things. They use tech-based weaponry. Aim is not ninjas. Like there's nobody at Marvel or that. So the closest one would be the hand.
Yeah, the hand. Yeah.
But the hand is so lesser known than the League of Shadows. I mean, you can name 15 people that come out of League of Shadows right now. You and Sho could probably name at least 4. I can't even name somebody who came out of the hand.
So the hand is like low level street thugs, and the League of Shadows is main.
They're actually supposed to be the same thing. They're supposed to be on the same level. But for some reason, they just don't have the same effect. They haven't had the same legacy as the League of Shadows.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely.
So would that make Ra's al Ghul a good fighter? Or
No, yeah, he's definitely a good fighter. Yeah. He would be in the top 10 easily.
okay.
Easily.
So you're saying the League of Shadows would beat the people at Wakanda?
That's tough.
Well,
Would
it
it beat the third
depends
Mulan?
on what you mean by that. Because if you just set a bunch of ninjas into a place with vibranium weaponry and technology, you're gonna get murdered.
Hey, drop the vibranium. Let's go 1-on-1. Bring your little knives.
Yo, if you're gonna go 1-on-1 straight up, it's gonna be a battle. They'll probably fight to a standstill.
I can see that. Yeah.
So, who would be your number one fighter? Overall, out of Marvel and DC.
Damn. Would your Karate Kid beat Shang-Chi?
Well, you already said
number one.
Who is the Dragon? Steve Dragon or
Richard Dragon.
Richard Dragon? You already said he was the best one in DC, right? That was your guy's number one.
Yeah, from everything I know, from everything I read, he was like the top of the list.
Who was your number one, Lay?
Shit, I forgot. Oh, Shang-Chi.
Okay, so those two guys would, if they fought, are they going to a draw, or is one of them beating the other?
So you know how in wrestling the crowd would chant "Fight forever"?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be that.
That would be them.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I wonder
So
how
it
much
would.
money. Go ahead. Tom.
It would kind of be like Will Ospreay versus Ricochet.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure.
No, I was gonna say, I wonder how much money it's gonna take to actually see this, where they bring everything together. I remember I've been asking y'all for that, like bring X-Men, bring everybody into one movie, like a big Avenger movie.
That's not gonna happen for like 5 to 6, maybe even 7 years from now.
Oh, so it did happen in the comics.
Wait, you talking about DC and Marvel?
Yeah,
It happened a couple times.
They had Marvel versus DC.
Yeah.
that's dope. I can't wait. That movie's gonna be crazy.
So,
Oh wait, I don't think they're gonna have a movie about it, but
I don't think that movie's gonna happen.
You know, James Gunn is pushing for it. I don't see it happening though.
Yeah, in the comics, it's one thing where, so if I remember, Wolverine beat Lobo, Jubilee beat who she beat? Robin. Wonder Woman beat Thor. Storm beat Wonder Woman. Cap and Batman fought to a standstill. Superman beat the Hulk.
which is bullshit, by the way. But all right.
Yeah, Spider-Man beat Spider-Boy.
Superboy.
Yeah, sorry, my brain is melting. But
but they did fuse into Spider-Boy.
Yeah, I'm starting to think of their amalgamation fucking version.
Yes, I get it. Believe me, I understand it.
Yeah. So in the comics, overall, Marvel did win that fight, but it was like, you could definitely tell there was like some bullshit, even for a Marvel fan, where we're like, all right, what the hell are we doing in this comic?
So
there was a whole lot of bullshit in that one. Yeah.
Superman beating Hulk is not one of the bullshit. But I don't think Hulk would catch Superman.
Nah, I think Hulk would rip Superman in half.
How would he catch him?
Just say the word Martha. You gotta remember something, Show. Superman might have all the powers, but he also has all the weaknesses. If you put a green ball next to him, he dies. If you make the light red, he dies. If you use magic, he dies. If you look at his woman wrong, he dies. If you mention his mother's name, he dies. If you use an iron suit, he dies. If you use a jetpack on him, he dies. If you get a midget that you have to say his name backwards, he dies. A human that injects himself with that iron, with the fucking green rock, he dies. Like, Superman ain't really that fucking super. Him and Marvin the Manhunter are the two most useless motherfuckers in the
Martian the Manhunter.
It's like,
wait, is that a new one? I got.
That's a new one. Yeah,
New one.
Marvin
the Manhunter.
Marvin, there you go. Fuck
Not
him.
to be confused
Fuck him.
with the guy from Looney Tunes.
That's right.
That's what I was thinking. The Green Martian.
He fucked up Superman too. Shit.
So now I know who your John Cena is in comics.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Lois Lane is my Becky Lynch.
You know,
This
don't
fucking-
let you hear that, bro. You're about to get in a fight with that lady.
Yo,
Right.
man, I'm at the point. That's for Thursday. We'll save that shit for Thursday.
You ready for Thursday?
Word.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
But yeah, what do y'all think in real life? Like in your opinions, Hulk versus Superman.
So here's the thing: the Hulk is relentless. He's not. They call him the immortal Hulk for a reason. Throw him out in a vacuum of space, not gonna mean shit to him. So it's essentially the same argument as Superman versus Goku. Like you're just gonna go round and round in circles, trying to find who's gonna win it. It literally should just be a standstill fight.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can all agree that Superman's a bitch.
Damn.
I'll agree to that.
All right, there you go.
I can't fight that yet.
All right.
And that was like the first superhero that brought me into all of this.
No, my man gets electrocuted.
Hey, I just wanna point out that me and Totex have worn the same exact Superman costume. One Halloween away from each other. I wore it first. The next year he wore the same one.
But
Now we get into the nitty.
but the Superman costume that I wore was not a bitch made Superman. All right, I was the Christopher Reeves of Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't like my man, the Man of Steel, but he should be called the Man of Conduction because my man fucking got electrocuted like a motherfucker. I would never forget that fucking cartoon, Cap. I'm gonna stop it. He's out for a half hour. My man gets electrocuted. He's out. Wakes up, gets electrocuted again.
Dude, that was I forget which one that was, but that was the weirdest shit ever. He got electrocuted like 6 times in that fucking show.
Yeah, that was him and Marvin the Manhunter. Fucking ridiculous.
What's your problem with him?
He's another one. He's a Martian afraid of fire. You don't have fire in space. It's a
His whole
vacuum.
people died because of fire, Vin.
Yeah, all right.
He said, "Fuck that."
Yeah. Shit. Why doesn't he hate white people? Why doesn't he hate white people? His race went to war with white aliens, with the white Martians, huh?
His niece is a white Martian.
Oh, so he can't be racist. Is that what you're saying?
He has one way.
No, I'm not saying he can't be. Anybody can be racist, but it's like it's hard when your niece is one.
Yo,
But
let me ask you a question. Why are we not afraid of clowns?
because Grandpa was a clown.
Yeah. So,
All right, listen.
what are you trying to say?
Mimi's
It's the
asking,
same thing, Vin. He can't
how
hate
long ago were
white
these costumes and
Martians
were they
'cause
flammable?
his family.
Well, all right. So the costumes were like what 28 years ago. I was like what 5 years old. He was like 5,
Yeah.
6 years old. Yeah.
Oh, they were definitely flammable.
They literally were just like plastic, like very thin plastic with the shit printed on them. Like,
Yeah, our cape was the actual like the the dollar cable cloths that you buy, the table covers. That was the cape. It was just red.
Hey, it works.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it was. And then I got into the Batman suit, and that one was legit. It had like the foam little,
had the
Question:
foam chest plate.
Yeah.
how bad were you guys sweating in those Superman costumes?
Oh, it wasn't the costume. It was the jackets we had to wear underneath.
Oh,
it.
that's right. Right. It is October. It is October.
Oh yeah.
Did you have the plastic mask, the sharp shit that cuts your face?
So that was part of it, but we didn't wear them because well, one, I already look white enough like Superman. So
And I have a big head, so I can't be wearing shit like that. That should go right in, like fucking squeeze into my face, and I had a good, believe it or not, Mimi, I had a good set of fucking hair. Like I you can't fuck up my hair back in the days. That hair lasted a good 15, 16 years.
Yo, he used to.
Yeah.
All he had to do was put a little bit of water in his head, shake his head, instant Jerry curl.
So glow, baby. So glow.
Seems like you could do the same thing, Victor. A little bit of water.
Who?
Nah, I'm not like that.
What?
Oh, no, this is somebody's gonna do that. I was about to go for my beard. You just shit on me, son. You're not having a beard. It's done. Nature said, "Fuck you, bro."
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's over.
Ooh, the follicles is gone. It's done.
Word. I know how you feel, Lay. I know how you feel. And everybody listening over Spotify, me and Lay have a beautiful set of hair. It just so happens to not be on our head.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to be on our
Absolutely correct,
face.
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to clarify where it is.
My balls.
That too, but that's for the OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com, Mr. Wiggles.
Yes.
Mr. Wiggles.
Sign up. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I was talking about the hair on my legs. I don't know where you guys are going with this party.
I was talking about like we had a wig, but you know,
And I was talking about my forearm hair too, by the way, which is
Oh,
very minimal.
shit. I can chop the hair off of my body and make a completely different person.
I can't back that up with paperwork for me. I can't do that. Like, I'd probably have like a midget.
Oh no, I have somebody
Maybe.
taller than me.
Maybe.
You know how a dog sheds and you can make like 3 of them? I have that problem. So you consider yourself a lucky man, Lay.
No, I'm so happy that it's my thing is limited. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's your superpower. You can limit the body hair. I can't.
Very limited. I appreciate that kind of shit.
My
Yeah.
body hair is like the Hulk. It's relentless.
Yo, so whenever you figure out how to shave that, let me know. I'm on the same boat.
Yo,
And I've been trying.
all right. So we're getting into this is true comic book talk.
You know what's amazing? Way off topic. We have more for some reason. We have more viewers now.
I got
I don't know why that works.
word. I got something for you, show. Hold on. Give me a second.
Word. I was watching No Neck Ed or whatever his name is. I'm like, hey, he be having his motherfucking nair his shit all over. I'm like, what? I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm starting to be afraid of what the hell he's gonna come back with.
Word.
I'm
You
actually
are-
afraid myself.
Now you're gonna know what he's been doing.
How did we get here first and foremost?
Victor
I
I
Walker.
lost track of how we got here.
I have no idea how
We got here because of fucking Superman. Fucking
That's
bitch.
Fucking
Yo,
Harry Potter.
this right here is what you need. This right here. This is like an extended. This is a body trimmer, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is dead now, but you know this it flips it. So instead of for it being like that, you know, a regular trimmer, it makes it long way so you can go down and up and shit like that. So that's how I would trim my body.
And what do you stick that to reach your back? Like you got a pole? Swing.
He has a very disgruntled older brother.
yeah. I give don't I do the Superfly snooker on myself, and I'll try to get my upper shoulders. But when I can't reach it, like, yo, Cap, I need you to do me a favor. I try to get as much off my back as possible before he gets it.
Oh wow, I didn't get older brother. Damn.
This one left real fast.
Word. We went left, guys.
Yo, listen, if this is where we need to be, that's where we went. We went that way and didn't look back.
Or the story, get you a nice big brother. He'll hook it up.
Yeah, man,
Shape up the back.
get your brother that gives a shit about your back not
Mhm,
being hairy.
Word.
mhm.
And
Appreciate that.
word, this is for Cap.
Yeah.
And remember, fuck John Cena and Superman. So that's the moral of the story, kids.
Mhm. I save your back, you save mine, please. Damn.
No, that's the good thing about me. I'm not Wolverine like he is.
Yo, fun fact. Lady, you gonna know this character. There was a guy at work that he knew comic books also, but he called me Peck.
Called him Puck.
Puck. He called me
Called him
Puck. Yes.
Oh, Puck. Yeah.
And-
It's like the Alpha Flight.
Yes.
Okay.
And I remember I told that to Cap, and I was like, "Who's Puck?" And Cap, got so pissed off. He's like, "You ain't fucking Puck."
Take me to this guy right now.
Yo,
I just want to say, I want to say one thing. How have you not done that costume yet for Halloween.
You
It's-
want to see
it's
this
so
dude in
easy.
in like some fucking booty shorts and some thigh-high boots?
I mean, he's shaving shit. It look, it,
Okay,
his
I didn't
costume
think it
is
was going to go that
trash.
far, but it's just a pee. This is terrible. All right, bad idea. My bad.
I'll be Wolverine before I be Peck.
I gotta
Good,
make pack.
Good. It's Puck.
Fuck word.
Fuck. I don't.
Puck. What? What?
Fu-
No.
Fuck him too. He can't fight.
How is that spelled?
No.
Do you
I don't know
see?
if you could. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera right there.
That's
But you want-
Puck.
You want toe tags and that's in a onesie like that?
Yeah, but you're sounding like that's going to be my problem.
Your brother could pull
Oh,
that
I'm coming to
off.
your neighborhood to trick or treat, Lay. We're gonna go together.
That's cool.
We're gonna go
I don't have
together.
to open my door.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
can come
gonna.
upstairs. You know what?
Yo,
I'll come
I don't
upstairs.
hang out with him.
I appreciate you being out here. Let's take a picture together. I
Yeah.
can't believe he did it.
That's
He
it.
did it.
Yo,
He claims to have the
I
best
could-
calves.
I could. Oh, I do have the best calves. Don't make me fucking. Yo, don't make me do this shit for
So you see,
free.
Cap, it was all meant to be because he can
That's
show
right.
off the calves.
That's right.
I just want
Yo,
to say,
Mr. Wiggles
I just
is
wanna
for
put it right
the.
here on the record. I don't hang out with him outside of this. So he's your problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mimi
this
said
the
this
most
is
time we spent together in years.
pretty much. This is the only reason why I put the podcast together, so I can see what my brother looks like.
Oh, it's all coming out. It's all coming out tonight.
Oh yeah. We get to fighting the truth. There you go. That's it. This is the part where what wives are for. Get it together. You need a woman. I need to get
Go.
it. Well, when there isn't too many women out there. There's a lot of girls and females, but there's not a lot of women out there in the world. And no offense to you, Mimi. I'm just saying. You know what?
He said,
So we're getting back to the fighting now.
Yes.
And
We left the
Yeah.
topic a long time ago.
yes. So we
Man,
left
I thought
off
the
the actual.
Flash ran away fast.
You know what? You know what it is? I got smacked by the epiphany, and it was go back to saying fuck Superman. So let's do that. We left off at fuck Superman,
Mhm.
and now and now we're gonna work our way back to DC and the fighters of DC. Who are
Right.
some people that we haven't mentioned yet?
You can say the question.
That's a good question.
You can say the question. If anybody does not know the question, he literally dresses like a detective. He has no face, but his whole thing is conspiracy theories. But he is a great hand-to-hand fighter, and he's so good of a detective that even Batman sometimes turns to him to find things out.
Yeah, he was also trained by Richard Dragon.
There you go.
Oh.
Yep, there it is.
And,
you see?
and for anybody who
Coming back
doesn't
to it.
know, for anybody who's listening or doesn't know, it's not that he doesn't have a face,
Mhm.
is that his mask makes his facial features null.
Yes.
So when you look at him, all you see is where a nose would be, where his eyes would be. He doesn't have distinct facial features of his own. That's what his mask does.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's kind
you
of like
have,
Rorschach.
Yeah, kind of like Rorschach, except that, like the plot thing is just there's nothing there. It's just literally like his skin tone,
Flip,
and it's
yeah.
just flat. So he looks like a lot of generic white people.
Hmm.
I'm doing it out there. Don't lie. You guys, for a second, we all look at you and go, I just saw you. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
you have Green Arrow's also a good one. He's also a
that's who I wanted to
good-
mention. Ronan.
Yeah. A lot of people like to downplay him, because of bow and arrow and the compared to Batman. But if it comes down to it, he can scrap. You know what I mean?
Was he trained by Ra's al Ghul like in the TV show?
No.
Nope.
Yo, the TV show literally made him Batman. That's
Yep,
why I did
absolutely
watch it.
correct. So when it goes, oh, but he's like Batman, I go, not really, not at all, actually. They just have the fact that they're actually both billionaires in common. That's it. That's the only thing that they have in common. You know what I mean? So yeah, but remember he can scrap. With DC, let me see. Damn, I forgot the dude's. I just lost the dude's name. Shit. Oh, forgot it again. Fuck me. All right.
Hmm?
Go on, Cat. Go on.
Well,
I swear to God, it was right there. Just left me.
While he's trying to figure that out, I'm gonna bring up on the Marvel side, Hawkeye, as you brought up Ronan.
Yes.
That's true.
Cap
Yes.
has trained. So here's the thing. Cap has trained Hawkeye so well that now Cap has a problem fighting him one-on-one now.
Mm-hmm.
Because Hawkeye was literally just he was a dude at a circus who can shoot arrows pretty well. And then he made the turn and became an Avenger. And through dealing with Cap and Widow and all these people, he learned to be more efficient than just the guy with bow and arrows. That's why when the Ronin name came up, he took it and he was able to run with it and be very successful as that character.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah.
I got a few people.
Harley Quinn is one. Harley Quinn is a pretty good fighter. People forget that. All the Robins is a completely unfair thing, but I could just say that at this point.
I've heard.
I would favor Todd because of his strength, but out of pure skill, it's going to be Nightwing.
I've heard that there's a woman that Batman trained. It wasn't Batgirl, but it was like the Black Bat.
That's the one I'm talking about. That is the daughter of Richard Dragon and Lady Shiva.
But is that the one that dresses as the completely black
it's
bat?
like a Batwoman kind of gear, but the mouth is closed.
Yes. Okay.
That's her. That's Orphan.
All right, perfect. What did you say, Show? That's Sandra Blade.
Her name is Cassandra Cain.
Oh.
It's, Lady Shiva's daughter.
There we go.
Okay. What's her social?
Well, welcome, show.
Shazam? Isn't he Batman's like equal? I mean, Superman? Shazam?
So you got to remember, Shazam is literally a 12-year-old kid.
Yep.
So even though he has the strength of Hercules and the intelligence of Achilles and all that shit, it's still being used by someone who
doesn't know how to use.
The best version of fighting is probably watching WWE.
Correct.
Jake Rising? Is it Jake or Dark Rising? It's Robin. It's just a different name for him.
You said Jake or Jason?
No. His name is his name Jake Rising? It's a Robin. It's just a different name for him.
Wait a minute, are you talking about an actual Robin? Or they had a comic book where they had a bunch of Robins.
Yeah, this was one of them.
Okay, so yeah, it's a bunch of Robins. They had one comic was like literally a whole thing of Robins. It was like maybe 8 of them, like trying to protect Gotham while Batman was gone.
Yeah, but they're not part of the Bat family.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I don't know anything about them, so I can't say yes or no. Yeah, I don't know.
Now, Batman had a Batman around the world, pretty much, right? There was a Batman in every country or something like that.
Yeah,
it was Batman Incorporated.
Yeah, Batman Incorporated. Yeah.
Is there any one of those Batmans that can be on this list?
I don't know much about them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That shit was so I know there was one in Africa, there was one in Japan. Those are the only 2 I honestly know about because it was so short-lived. So maybe I don't. They weren't. It's not like Bruce went around and trained everybody. So I have no idea.
Okay.
You also have on the Marvel side, you have Domino.
Oh yeah, Domino.
A legit fighter. Domino's a legit. Even with the luck factor, she's still a very good fighter. Moon Knight. Duh. Moon Knight. We'll see that soon when the series drops.
And we brought him up before with the fantasy fight thing.
Yeah, we did.
Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Nighthawk is a very good hand-to-hand fighter.
Correction.
Or Night Thrasher.
And on DC, you have the Night Thrasher. As obscure as he is, but you do. He can scrap as well. So you're looking at a lot of street-level characters more than anything else. You know?
It's funny. The closer you are to just trying to beat up thugs in the street, the better the fighter you have to be.
Absolutely correct, yeah.
And the more closer you get to fighting a Thanos or a Darkseid, the more just raw power you need to have.
Kind of makes sense.
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, Thor is actually a good fighter because he's had like 1,500 years of war experience.
There goes another good question. Now you bring up Thor, but what about Beta Ray Bill?
Same thing. You have an alien that all he was born and bred was the fight. So you can see that. They combat efficiency for people like that like are literally just warriors. It's good, but once again, he loves that hammer. They both do. You know what I'm saying? It's not too often you see Thor just throw hands, and if he does, they're both efficient. You know what I mean? Just like Odin would be efficient. But it's just that weapon, man.
Yeah, there's no need for hands
and swords. Like they're trained that way.
Dean, that's more the limitation of the stories we have been told.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Because the writers can really write them however they want.
Absolutely correct, yes.
But think about this. Think about how cool and how weird it would be if you had a Punisher comic where he used no guns, no weapons whatsoever.
Yep.
That would be awesome for people who have been with him for a long time. It's a nice change of pace. We get to see him in a different light. But for somebody who's picking him up for the first time, it's like, oh, I thought this dude used guns. To see him not use anything, it'd be a little bit weird. So that's why people write Thor. His hammer's always there, because even though it could be interesting, it's the whole package. Thor comes with it. There's not been a Thor that didn't have a hammer at some point.
It's like Captain America with his shield.
Yeah.
Correct.
Bleaks mentions Blade.
Blade is another gentleman that learned the martial arts. And my thing is, I think he's more drawn to the martial arts than his weapons, because he uses it more,
So
of course, he has weapons to kill vampires, but I think he'll rely more on that sometimes, because he knows it so well.
Here's the funny thing about Blade. Blade in the beginning was just the dude who knows how to kill vampires. Then after Wesley Snipes played him in the movie, then they started writing him in with a martial arts background. Yep. He can actually use his sword the way it's supposed to be used, and now he's a little more efficient of a fighter.
You had to see that costume in the 70s, bro. It was disrespectfully absurd.
Yo, he had like ski goggles, but they were just regular glasses.
And they were like green.
That's
and
crazy.
He had a fro. So he was like, it was a cross between Van Helsing and Shaft.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fucking atrocious.
So they built that character around Wesley Snipes. Basically,
when
it is Wesley Snipes.
They redid
after the movie, they legitly. It's like with Nick Fury and Samuel Jackson. They literally just made that person that character became that individual.
Yeah,
like that.
It does look like if Shaft had glasses and
like Van Helsing, right?
Or
like a pro wrestler.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Like the dude from "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker." That's exactly the same picture I'm looking at. Yes.
Is that a damn bang? A bang? Or whatever you call that? In the front, the head?
No, that's just a shadow on his head.
I thought that was the Elvis bang.
No.
Yo, it's one of the most ridiculous. I remember when I first saw it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Damn, they fixed him up with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
They did him justice with that.
Thank God they got Wesley Snipes to play him, because that'd have been horrible.
Yo, I can't wait to see what Mahershala Ali does as Blade.
Me either. Yeah.
That's gonna be some shit.
This should be fun, yeah. And he's a lot more cool and relaxed, so it should be fun. You know what I mean? And that's it gets you uneasy sometimes. You're like, yo, you're way too relaxed after everything you just did. Yeah. What do you want?
If they gave you the option, would you take Wesley Snipes again, or would you give Mahershala Ali a chance?
I would take Wesley Snipes every day. Motherfuckers trying to skate uphill. I'll take him every day.
Oh yeah.
That's the Blade I know.
If you wanna get my opinion, there's a TV, or there was a TV show. I think it was called like The Gambler or The Gamer or something like that.
The Runner or some.
Where they literally had this white dude who ran around and was playing a game, trying to save lives, and people were betting on him. And Wesley Snipes was the guy who was running it.
The player.
There you go.
Got it. He's the guy from Striking. He's the guy from Striking Back. Yeah. He's a white dude. Yeah, I know.
In one episode, Wesley
He's also the DA in Law and Order.
Goes face to face with the main killer.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that interaction, and how smooth Wesley Snipes is with his fighting ability.
Like butter.
Yo, Wesley Snipes has a coolness to him. I'd watch him as Captain America. If you told me he was Steve Rogers, I'd be like, let's go. I'm down for it.
Listen, man. If you ever see White Man Can't Jump, that's all you need to see.
He just did Coming to America.
Even
he did a
the
great job there too.
oh, I didn't see that one yet. Even
he killed it.
the Expendables,
He was good.
he did
He was
awesome
good
in the
now.
Expendables.
Yeah. Ting-a-ling, ding-ling.
Chang-a-lang, chang-a-lang. Oh yeah.
Ting-a-ling.
Hey,
Demolition Man. Like yo, I would take Blade.
Oh,
I would take.
I think he was one of the best 90s villains ever. Very underrated. Awesome. I love Simon Phoenix. I mean, what can you not enjoy about Simon Phoenix?
He's coming out
Like, yo,
hacking, and I
must
can
have did something in my
crochet.
past life. I can't imagine what that was. All I did was kill people and do drugs. Whatever.
So what was that line again?
It's like my man can hack systems, and I'm over here crocheting a fucking sweater.
Yeah. So what he said to was like, yo, I must have done something right in my past life. I couldn't imagine what that was. You know, I was a piece of shit, pretty much.
There you
But-
go, Wes.
But the sad part about referencing this movie is that Show doesn't know about the 3 seashells.
Oh my God. There's a lot of people that still don't know about that.
Yeah. Murder at
Show
1600
Florida.
was a good movie.
Yes, it was.
Passenger 57.
No, of
Man.
course, always bet on black.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh, he got money. Yo, y'all naming he got albums. He like a
Yeah,
he like a rapper you don't know got albums. Like damn,
Wesley,
he made all those?
Wesley Snipes was the fucking serious Eddie Murphy. That's pretty
Yeah,
much what it was.
You could have turned around when you didn't see a Wesley Snipes movie. It was like Busta Rhymes in the late 90s.
Rising
He
Sun.
just came out with another album? Is that another song of his? Shit. There
Yo,
it is.
Money Train.
Money
Yeah,
Train.
Money
Oh
Train,
yeah.
yeah. The worst thing about Money Train was Jennifer Lopez.
Mm.
What do you mean, ooh? What do you mean,
No,
ooh?
I said,
She
I
sucks.
said, ooh.
What do you mean, ooh?
She was the sexiest thing back in the days. We should talk. Now that everybody got
New
an
Jack-
ass, Jennifer Lopez sucks. But she
No,
was
no.
she was
You're
Beyonce.
not, show. You're not understanding where I'm coming from. She sucks as an actress.
I
What the
wasn't looking
fuck
at
are
her
you
acting.
talking about right now? You can't act to save anybody's life, especially her own.
You was watching her act.
My man, at one point, they're not panning down to her ass every 3 minutes. She has to say things.
You didn't have a
This is what scripts are
VCR.
for.
And
They
that's
open up a script, they go read this and fail in life.
and that's what. All right, you know what? When I'm not gonna continue that part of my conversation. So back to Superman being a bitch.
Oh shit. Right when we was getting
After
into
the fighting, we're all about the fighting.
Oh yeah. No, but New Jack City, yeah, that was a good movie. Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes was, if he didn't go to jail for tax evasion, he'd have did a lot. Undisputed.
Yo,
Ah,
Undisputed was
Undisputed was really good.
Land of the Rising Sun. I
The
think
problem
I
is he did Blade Trinity, and that just said,
Bleak said Rosa Perez had it going on. Billy.
you see, oh man, you see, show, he has class.
Oh yeah. Bleak
You
knows
can
what the fuck
act.
he's
Her
talking about.
voice is annoying, but she can act and she's hot.
Oh yeah, and she has some nice tits.
Oh yeah.
Oh
baby.
yeah, I saw those.
Now we lost every female viewer we ever had.
Hey,
No,
hey.
Hey,
You said nice tits. Let's go.
hey,
But you was there for when I called Superman a bitch though.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
but it's Superman. We're talking about another guy. You know these sensitive times.
This is
and
true.
Superman's not real.
True, yeah, that's true.
He's an alien.
But you know who's real and they suck? Jennifer Lopez.
And John
Hey.
Cena.
Edge. Listen, I'm not gonna get into this.
Yes.
It's gonna be a whole thing. Let's get back to the fighting.
Yes.
I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I gotta have somebody I hate now. Is that
You
a part
probably
of the
do.
podcast
You
now?
just don't know it.
Everybody's got somebody.
Oh yeah.
You
No,
don't get to
no.
mention the person all the time. Like we get to mention it during Thursdays. We get to talk about. I don't like Edge. He doesn't like Cena. I don't like Seth Rollins. I don't like the Miz. Like we get the moment. There's somebody you
Yeah.
don't, but you haven't been able to mention it to somebody else.
Oh, but no. But the thing is, I gave a complimentary fuck you to Seth Rollins for you on Thursday.
Appreciate that. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like I pointed out the fact that you hate Seth Rollins because he almost ended Sting's career, which you couldn't do.
And Finn Balor.
And he fucked up Finn Balor's Universal run.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. So someone's there. You just have yet to realize, yeah, he's a piece of shit, or she's a piece of shit.
You know what? I'm gonna be the balance. While you guys have people that you can mention at the drop of a dime that you dislike, I'm gonna be the guy who I enjoy everybody. I'm gonna balance it out.
Victor, there's nobody in the comics that you would want to rip out. Just rip that fucking page out. That one page.
That is true.
Dude.
Everybody has that one. I think he has Iron Man, though. I think it's Iron Man. Am I right?
No.
Come on.
It's it's the new Venom movie. He hates the fucking Venom movie.
You hate Tom Hardy?
No, I don't have a problem with Tom Hardy.
In Venom.
So here's the thing. I have a certain, like Vince said before, there's historical documents that tell me how Eddie Brock is supposed to be depicted.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
That depiction of him is not something I enjoyed. So therefore, I forgo the movies. But again, I'm not gonna say hate. I'm not gonna
Venom movie. No,
Cap,
don't worry. You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you. Fuck that Venom movie.
Both of them.
Got you. No, don't worry. Listen. Listen. Sometimes being the bad guy is fun, and I'll take it. Fuck that Venom movie from Cap, but I'm saying it.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Here, I got one. As we mentioned last week with the Bob Ross documentary, the Kowalski.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Fuck them. How about
That's
that?
right.
The family, yeah. The Queeps. I think that's right.
I've actually got a question. Since you don't.
That's right, Kowalskis. You watching this shit too? I know you are. Fuck you. Fuck up my man Bob Ross like that.
For Victor,
what's up?
Who the fuck is Victor? No, I'm just playing with you.
Victor on his thing. I'm calling him.
Why are you looking at his thing?
It's this picture. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, you said it was shaven. But anyway. Whoa,
wait a minute.
And on that note, I think it's time to say goodnight. What's your question?
My question on point. You say you don't like how Venom was depicted in the movies because of the way he was depicted in the comics.
Yeah.
But the same thing goes for Thanos in the comics. Was depicted a lot different in the movies, but you actually like that one.
All right, so there's a difference. So here's the thing, right? Different depictions are not inherently bad. So for me, the differences they did with Thanos actually in my eyes elevate Thanos. What they did with Venom, to me, didn't really elevate it. Took a step back. It did the same thing with Topher Grace. His version of Venom also made that character take a step back for me. But that's my personal opinion.
Oh, you're entitled to it. This something I wanted to see.
Quick question: would Venom actually lose to a pair of bells?
So, the symbiote is sensitive to noise, but you're gonna have to make a lot of noise for it to matter.
So smacking two pipes together ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, what they did in the third Spider-Man movie with Topher Grace Venom, he didn't just smack the pipes around. He was trying to get them to resonate. Once you get the sound to resonate, that's what fucks up the symbiote.
Yeah.
Good question.
Bleak said they have to change it because 96% of people have never picked up a comic and truly know what's going on. That's true.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm one of those
watching that movie, assuming that's the way. That's Venom's origin, and that's disrespectful to the writers and their actual origin.
I'm gonna put it this way, right? Bleaks, we go way back, Bleaks, man. Thanks for being here and being a part of this and participating. But so the Green Hornet, it was a movie that came out with Seth Rogen.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
goes a guy, Vic. There goes a guy, Cap.
No.
There goes a guy. There goes a fuck you guy.
The fucking
Now, so-
high guy.
People can watch that movie and feel however they want. And you can ask Totex, he was there with me in the theater. The first half of that movie, I was loving the movie. When he put on the mask and the costume, that's when I was like, yo, fuck this movie. Because they depicted him as a goofball, somebody who didn't know how to fight. Like everything was on
Kato.
Kano.
Kato.
Yeah, everything was on Kato, and he was just a lovable dumbass. Well, if you know anything about Green Hornet, he might not be well known, but Green Hornet is a character who literally walks into the den of the bad guys and turns around and goes, yo, 50% of your shit is mine now. And you're gonna work through me. And when they say something, Kano fucks up the big guy, but the Hornet fights the other 15 dudes. So when you take a character that's intriguing for the fact that he himself, or if you want to bring up good fighters, Kato, that's a guy to tie it into the podcast. Kato, excellent fighter. The Green Hornet, excellent hand-to-hand combat fighter. When you take a guy who inherently is so badass that his idea of a hero is to walk into every criminal organization and go, I run shit now, and I'm going to control it so it doesn't get out of hand. Why in the fuck would you make him a dumbass in a fucking movie? And I get they try to do something different, and like Bleak had mentioned, not everybody knows their character, not everybody has read a comic or seen the TV show with Bruce Lee, so they don't know him, they try to do something different. But you took a premise that is not seen anywhere else. No other superhero does this. And you made him a joke. Shit like that. When you deviate that far, that's what pisses me off. That's why I don't get on board with shit.
So basically, what he's saying is the equivalent of watching any John Cena match.
Correct. Yo, you know what's crazy though? I've never read the magazines about Green Hornet, but
That comic book.
I, as a rookie, knew that can't be how it's depicted. Like I was thinking to myself, Seth Rogen, is this a comedy? That's what I was thinking.
Yo, I want to tell all the listeners here, right? Anybody watching this and anybody who doesn't already know that's on this panel. Kevin Smith was supposed to direct the Green Hornet movie. For some reason, he backed out because he was too afraid to do a movie with that big of a budget, right? Whatever he done. But if you look it up, they actually turned his script into a graphic novel. I have to find it. I have it with me. I have it here in my room. It's in my collection. If you guys can find that graphic novel and read it, that's the movie we were supposed to get. Once you read that book, you're going to understand why, even if you like this Green Hornet movie, they fucked up.
I'll definitely look it up.
You heard that shit? I muted myself. Fuck this mute button.
Yeah.
I heard
Word.
you because you're on the other side of a wall.
Oh, well, still fuck this mute button. What up, pimp? Appreciate you stopping by. Bleak said if they can make Nick Fury black, they can make him a dumbass.
Nick Fury was in
That's not
black.
the same
No,
thing.
Nick Fury looked like the dude from Don't Breathe.
That hit me with
Changing
the
the race of a
facts.
character is not changing his fundamental thoughts on life.
Speaking of changing races of characters, where does Catwoman sit in this?
Catwoman is just an athletic thief. She's not really a fighter.
She's not yet. She's never been like. Her whole thing is to get away, not to stand.
Whoa! Didn't Catwoman defeat Lady Shiva, the only one? I had that on paper when I was researching. She was one of the only.
Did she beat Lady Shiva or did she get away from Lady Shiva? There's a difference, yo.
Hey,
You can run away from somebody, and that's her thing. She gets away.
Yeah, surviving
Now, to
and
stand and
winning
scrap
the
with
fight.
Lady Shiva, good luck.
So
There's men that get their ass handed to them several times over, including Batman, all the time with her, because this is what she does.
are there any like Eternals or Celestials or any godlike characters that can also fight in DC or Marvel? Like one of those, or they just so powerful that
I know. Darkseid has pretty good hand skills, even though he doesn't use them, because
the laser dick
he's
eyes.
arrogant and he has the Omega Beam and all that. But I understand that he can definitely scrap. And there's some of the new guys. Oh, Barda's a new god, but she's a warrior, so she can fight. And like Granny, Goodney Granny, her
Granny
Furies,
Goodness.
her Furies, the Furies. She has like a bunch of female fighters that they fight like in a gladiator arena. They can throw down. They have like, and they're gods. Like they have god powers. Like Barda's 7 feet tall. Like she's.
Shit.
You ever seen thing male gigolo? That's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
That's the definition of Barda.
Okay.
Like, really big, brolic. You know what I mean?
Dude, somebody we haven't brought up, Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo.
Lobo has a bunch of like shit with him, but Lobo's main thing is putting all of his weapons down and just going up and hamming you up.
Because he's the main man.
Mm.
By the way, if you get a chance at any point to hear Lobo, like you can read Lobo's panel, he refers himself in the third person, which is amazing, by the way. It's like The Rock, but with an attitude. Believe it or not. It's dope. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Yo,
there's
it's
also
kinda like if The Rock and Stone Cold merged.
Yes, exactly. If you fuse them together, that's Lobo. John Stewart, actually, the Green Lantern, he can fight because he was a Marine beforehand, but he can actually throw hands if he needs to. Not great, but he can throw hands.
Okay. Yeah. What about the Valkyrie? Is she?
Oh, yeah, Valkyrie, yes, absolutely, yeah. Another warrior, yeah. The Warriors 3 from Thor. All three of them could throw down. You know what I'm saying?
I heard what's her face? Lady Sif is better than Thor.
Or hand-to-hand combat, she has been written like that from time to time. Yeah.
Yes, most likely. And then, like I told you, this Thor's brother, Vladimir the Bold, who's actually better than Thor, but it's like you can't have two Thors, and he's really humble too, but he's a good fighter as well.
What about Lady Thor? The female,
Foster, I don't know
the female
if I'm
Thor.
any props for that. It's Jane Foster. She was a paramedic first.
Oh,
so Jane Foster is another one of those where she knows I got to throw a punch here. I got to do something to get this person out, but she doesn't know a fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole reason they gave her the Moliere is because she had cancer. And to prevent her from dying, they gave her the hammer, and she was worthy enough to lift it, gaining the power of Thor and keeping her alive. So it's not like she, in a sense, she didn't pick up the hammer because she's like, oh, I'm here to fuck everybody up. It was I gotta save your life. And now that you have this second chance, what are you gonna do with it? And then she became, and in all honesty, she actually became a better hero than Thor Odinson. And he's just now getting back to the point where he's the Thor we know.
Okay.
Loki's a pretty good fighter too. People don't give Loki props, but Loki can scrap. They don't give him the props, but he's a trickster. But he can throw down if he needs to, man. Yeah.
Cap, quick question: what's the rule to the hammer? Is it you need to have a pure soul or something?
No, so you have to be worthy.
Okay.
You have to be worthy to wield the power of Thor, and the definition of worthy has differed, but essentially you just have to know what. I think what it really is you have to know what power means, because anybody who's ever lifted it. So look at it. Cap has lifted it.
Yeah,
and as Erskine said in the first Avengers movie, Steve Rogers knows the value of power because he hasn't had it. Wonder Woman has lifted it. She knows the value of being a god. She's been one her whole life. Storm has lifted it. She knows the value of power. She literally can control Mother Nature. So everybody who's lifted it has known what the actual weight and what the actual true value of all that power is, and that's why they can lift it.
So what he's trying to say, Show, is don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I'll be able to lift it.
Not you. You're definitely a piece of shit. You're not lifting shit.
Yeah,
He said you never lifted that shit.
you made
Don't
us
say-
wait.
Neither am I. I'm not lifting that hammer. That hammer's gonna be like, nah, we're good.
I could lift it just based off of raw strength. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Mhm.
those are just facts.
I'm not even gonna fight that. I agree with you.
Remember, I got all the facts right
The only
here.
person
There's a
probably
fact.
worthy here is probably Cap, but the rest of us, nope. I'm gonna do the Hawkeye. I'm not even gonna try.
Nope.
I don't need to be verified how much of a piece of shit I am. I don't need to verify. I understand. I know I am.
I don't know if I can lift it, but I probably can move it a little.
No, the little, yeah. I love that poem. I knew it. I was like, we all knew it. We've read the comics.
Yep.
That's right.
I said it. I see. I didn't read it, so I was surprised.
No, the funny thing is, but still, you still get the goose. I get goosebumps right now thinking about the moment. I'm getting it right now because I'm like, we all knew it. And it really didn't matter, though, by the way. That shit didn't matter.
Dude, you can ask tags sitting in that theater next to me. I forgot where I was, and I started muttering to myself and physically getting closer to the screen. I was just muttering, like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Like,
Yeah, he was mad excited for that one.
Forgot he was in the movies.
You know what the crazy shit was though? Ain't nobody said nothing to him because I think if somebody would have said some shit to him, I would have fucked them up. You know, it would have been one of those. Yeah, it would have been like, "Yo, pick it up, sit your ass down. Who the fuck you talking to?" He would have still been looking, watching the fucking
You better
the
hope
movie.
you pick up this hammer because I'm coming to you, bro.
Yo, for real.
Right to you, bro.
You gonna be the fucking hammer for now, motherfucker.
I set the record straight. I wasn't talking out loud, like, for other people to hear me. Like,
I thought you was in the
Okay.
aisle.
but I wasn't, like, yelling it in the theater.
Yo, so Bleak
Yeah.
Bleak has the question: why was Vision able to lift it? He's an
Vision
elevator.
He was literally just born like he's innocent. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't know right or wrong like that. He just knows where he's like, I'm here now. You know? So it's one of those things of not necessarily worthy, but it's like, yo, he's naive. Like he said in the movie, he goes, yo, I was born yesterday. Like literally born a day ago. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things like when he picked up, they're like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, he knows nothing about the world. The Vision and WandaVision ain't picking that shit up.
Yeah.
But that Vision is. Yeah.
So there's two canonical reasons. One, they had to get Vision. They had to get the Avengers team to trust Vision, and the quickest way to do so is you pick up the thing that nobody else can lift because you have to be worthy.
In the beginning of that movie, by the way, it's awesome.
To tie into what I was saying with everybody else picking it up, Vision is literally the opposite of Ultron. Where Ultron he's corrupted because he misunderstood what power was and what everything is. The Vision is designed to be the complete opposite. So even if he didn't know in the moment everything, what power truly is and all that, he's worthy simply because he is the direct opposite of what Ultron.
And also, based on the movies, because remember, I have all the facts here. Besides Wanda, he is seen by every other character in the movie as the equivalent to an elevator. And that's why he could pick, because if you put Moliere in the elevator still goes up. That was the logic that Tony Stark and Thor had in the movie. So I'm just spitting the facts for you. He's an elevator, and the only one that doesn't see him that way is Wanda. And don't tell her I said that because she'll get pissed off and then go fuck up show. Matter of fact, then tell her I said it.
No.
She's reading that book now, so it's over for everybody.
Yes.
She's gonna fuck all kinds of shit up now.
Oh yeah. It's show. It's over for you.
I gotta clear something out. Hey Siri, what does canonical mean?
You don't know what the fuck canonical mean?
Come on, no, wait a minute.
Why don't you ask the guy that just said it? Ask the guy that just said it. The guy is literally above you. Just ask the guy that just said it.
Yeah, I was
right there.
According to order of Wow, look, I'm sorry. Damn.
According to what?
According to order, it went away. Shit.
Should have. Why don't you just ask Cap?
Yo, show Cap is a walking thesaurus.
I heard he said canonical. I was like, who's Kunani? Hold on. I wrote it down and
What?
everything. I
Kunani?
gotta look that shit up.
Did
That's
you just
what-
make up a word?
That's why he wants to shave, late, because he wants the kunani. That's what. That's what it is.
Oh, shit.
So you get the cool runnings things wrong, and now you say something that's slightly Jamaican, and you get that wrong.
I get it wrong.
You said Kunani. I'm like, what is that?
Listen, hey, great choice of word though.
Yo, I actually got to stick up for Show here. The last time we spoke, where he was bringing up Didi Gregorius, Show was technically correct because Didi was born in Amsterdam and then moved to Cacao,
Okay.
which is an island off of the coast of South
But that's
America.
not what he said, though. That wasn't the word he used.
Curacao.
I'm giving Show technical credit,
Yeah,
but I'm not giving him actual credit because he didn't have the confidence to know it.
It's right. If you're not gonna know something and say it, then you better know it. Act like you know it, even if you don't know it. You be you, but not in front of us.
I got
Alright.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Be you. It's not here.
I got you. Oh man. But thank you for correcting that from last pod. I felt like a piece of shit. I deleted my baseball games. Oh man.
You took it to a level that it should never happen.
Yeah, shit. They discovered that I ain't shit. I deleted everything. Fuck it.
But the best part about that was, fuck, he looked it up. Motherfucker, you looked it up too.
He looked it up while we were doing it.
While you were
still got it
saying it, you
wrong.
looked it up.
I was like, wait, no, that doesn't sound right. Yo, I'm not, yo, I care about baseball when the playoffs start. But I tell you this much, I know that sounded really wrong.
Yo,
That's
so
all I know.
is it cacao or is it curacao?
It's Curacao.
I might have pronounced that wrong. It's a weird writing of it.
Show, ask Siri what the fuck is curacao.
Hey Siri, where's Curacao? Hey Siri,
Yeah,
where's
Siri
Curacao?
ain't even fucking with you right now.
First off, I told you where it was already.
See?
Yeah, he did say that.
Curacao. See you.
And how to pronounce it?
R-A-C-A-O. I said it right. Curacao.
Okay. I just want to hear Siri go, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just move on.
It showed
Just
me a
move
map.
on.
Hey,
And it's
Siri.
like at the end of nothing.
Pronounce curacao.
I found this on the web for pronounced curacao. Check it out.
Yo, but this Curacao.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Where you said QUR?
No.
Am I
spelled it
bugging?
Right. Curacao.
Am I bugging? Did someone hear a QUR?
All right,
I thought I
I
heard
have-
sound, like
I have
cure sound.
Google. I have Google saying it. If you guys can hear it.
All right.
Curacao.
Curacao,
Curacao. I'm
not
right.
curacao.
That's
I
right.
said curacao. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Curacao.
so it's pronounced with a KUR, so Curacao.
K-U-R.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
He put a whole bunch of type of Spanish flair in that shit.
Hey, I'm Dominican.
Like, oh,
Let
he's
him
from
count.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Can take you Dominicans anywhere, including
For
myself.
real.
Including myself. I'm not gonna leave you alone, show.
Hey, I appreciate it.
We just got to leave show in Cuba.
And
In
Cuba.
By the way, if you get a chance, watch Coke and Cowboys. Amazing.
I'm watching it now. I'm on episode 5.
Get it?
Yeah.
Amazing. You would not believe that shit is real.
Yo,
until you see it.
I'm telling you right now, Lay. I honestly
Yeah.
believe I could have did a better fucking job than these guys.
I feel like there was one guy on point and the other guy's a moron.
Yeah.
Like I told you before, pride, greed, and ego. What fucked him up? Ego, son.
Yep. Yep. And that led to stupidity.
That's on Netflix.
What I'm saying, which one? Because I've seen a couple of this shit.
It's an episode.
Yeah.
Just look
Cocaine.
up Cocaine Cowboys. And even if you look up on Netflix, it's gonna pop up because it's one of the more
Newer
popular
ones.
right now.
Yeah, it's one of the newer ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. I think I saw the
Really,
Griselda
Yo,
one.
it's absurdly good. And like, yo, at one point you laugh and go, this can't be real. But
What
it
it-
is.
Yeah. We're gonna be making that money someday. Very soon. $30 million a month.
My
Once I
man.
learned to fly to Colombia.
Yo, for
That-
real.
And,
Pride-
and I'm gonna rent a speedboat just because I want to do it.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Mimi goes, pride, greed, and ego is what fucks up most men.
This is true. This is very true.
That's sexist because it happens to women too.
Word.
Listen, man. That's a battle you're gonna fight by yourself, bro. I'm not getting into that.
So
take a step back and go, all right, good luck with that one.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's sit there. You know what? Let's fucking go. We're gonna talk about it. Okay.
Wait, before you say that, we just found out that Lay is not one of the top fighters here on the podcast.
Absolutely not.
Mimi said,
No, I am more strategic than everybody else right now.
he's on some Black Widow shit. He's gonna figure out how to get away. Mimi said that they're smarter.
I'm gonna do the Catwoman all day.
Oh yeah. Mimi said they're smarter. Well, you know what? I got the facts, Mimi, and the facts are Superman's a bitch, and we're gonna get to the point where we're going back to the fighters.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going back to that. Listen, if you can do, if you want to do some versus DC versus Marvel, that would be cool. You know, like you have the actual fighters.
Yeah, but you know
not Thanos versus Darkseid, because we would have been down that road.
No, for real. But hold on, going back to the pride, greed, and all that other stuff. You know what the crazy shit is? If you think about it, those are characteristics that come out when you have power.
Absolutely correct.
Because if he didn't have all that money and that power, he would have never had any pride, greed, or ego. So the downfall for most men comes in is too much power, and not being able to delegate and all other shit. Because he made a lot of mistakes based off of the fact that I could just throw money around and get whatever the fuck I want, and that's not what the real case, the facts of the case are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of broke people out here that have pride, greed, and ego, and they're doing their thing. You know, with nothing, it's like having the Infinity Gauntlet with no fucking stones. It's just a fucking iron. It's just a metal glove at this point.
Metal glove,
yeah.
That's true. Bleak said Deathstroke versus the Winter Soldier. My money's on the Deathstroke.
Okay.
My money's on Deathstroke.
So Deathstroke is not only better trained, but he is DC's Captain America. He does have a version of the Super Soldier, or their version of the Super Soldier serum in him.
He does.
Puts him. You want a good fight? Deathstroke versus Cap. That would be the fight.
Yes.
So Winter Soldier doesn't have the Super Soldier serum in him?
Not in the comics.
Yeah, in the comics, they did something else to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They got Papa Shango with the.
In the movie, they did something else to him too. They had him on a chair.
No, in the movie, he has a serum.
Oh, I thought they had him in the chair.
No, they just mind controlled him.
Winter Soldier, they say he also has it going through his veins, like Falcon mentions it, and so does US Agent. He mentions it too.
They just mind controlled him in the chair, Joe.
Okay.
That's what Hydra does to them. They mind control.
All right. I was thinking Jason Todd. No powers, right? Damn, I forgot the other dude's name. Jason Todd versus Bronze Tiger, and this is DC versus DC.
Yo, Tiger all the way.
I was gonna ask about Bronze Tiger.
Yo, Tiger beat the shit out of Batman.
That's
he
true.
Pretty much beat up his underlings.
Oh, wait, is Jason Todd the Nightwing?
No, Jason Todd is Red Hood.
Oh, Red Hood. Okay. Isn't Nightwing better than Batman? Dick Grayson.
This is Penis Grayson.
Isn't he better than Batman in fighting?
Who?
Nightwing.
Nightwing is a better acrobat than Batman, or anybody in DC that doesn't have powers.
Yeah,
he's a better acrobat.
He's a Spider-Man.
Ability advantage.
Yeah, like he can, like if he's jumping off some shit, he can do the amount of flips and somersaults he can do is crazy. But that doesn't make him a better fighter.
He's Reginald. He's Reginald.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yo, I'll talk about that on Thursday. He did some crazy flips. I'm like, he fight?
What? He's a circus.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's from Cirque du Soleil.
But yo, what about the hunter?
The Huntress.
No, well, all right. So the guy, I know he has a daughter. The guy that has like he was in the Spider-Man comic book. He was in the Spider-Man cartoon. He was hunting Spider-Man and
Craven the Hunter.
Yes. What about him?
Craven the Hunter he definitely has hand-to-hand combat skills, but his skills are different because his fighting style, if you want to call it that, is literally a hunter. He's setting traps. He's trying to look for he's trying to set up opportunistic times. He's not really trying to run up on you 1v1 because that's not what a hunter does.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about
big game hunter? Yeah.
What about the Puerto Rican chick that's in Marvel?
White
Tiger. Yes.
Now, without the amulet, she's a formidable fighter. Period. You know what I mean? Like she's taking it down from her father, so she can scrap. She can definitely throw down. Like I would love to see her in Tiger's fight. You know, because that would be with the amulet, it would like kind of do because Tigress got it from a god, like the power kind of similarly like there's 3 origins to it, but I like the god one more, the Tiger god more. But there would be an interesting matchup because it's pretty much 2 animals going at each other, but skilled fighters. That's why she holds her own against Wonder Woman. I don't know how, but she does.
Tigress from Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
What you call,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Absolutely,
exactly. Yes.
That's her.
Master Sifu and everything.
Yes.
Yo, there's a
What the
fight.
fuck
Master
is that?
Sifu versus Master Splinter.
Oh, there you go.
Master Splinter.
What about Segway?
Ooglade.
You Ooglade.
What's his
Segway.
name? Yogurt?
Yogurt.
Segway is his fucking cousin. All right. You didn't watch the Disney fucking Channel show. All right.
Oh shit.
All right. But yeah, I would say Splinter. I'm just a big Splinter fan. I just love Splinter.
I love that guy as a
I don't like rats, but I love Splinter. It's just weird.
Hey, I hear you. But going back to the point of Superman sucks. Black Panther versus Batman.
Yo,
Black Panther.
So there's that old adage. We brought it up a couple of times in the past that if Batman has time to prepare, he could beat anybody. But here's the thing. I call that 100% bullshit plot armor. In a hand-to-hand fight, if you go toe-to-toe and you stand in a standoff with Cap, and the only reason that fight ended is because Batman took a fucking batarang and blew up the goddamn sewer pipe and flooded the tube they were in. So I don't want to hear no shit. But if you can go toe-to-toe with Cap, and Cap hasn't beat Panther, Panther is going to beat the shit out of, as one of your followers said, that rich white dude.
Yeah. and another thing is you're not like if it's just like they're showing up, you have no way to combat that vibranium. You have never seen it before. You know anything about that metal. You know anything about his armor. So you're literally walking into a guy that is as skilled as you, but he has better weaponry than you. You know what I mean? So like you're walking into a shit show. No matter where we're doing it, because the Black Panther and him, they can fight anywhere. But no preparation, just showing up as is, Black Panther all the way.
Okay.
So rich guy against rich guy, man. Iron Man.
Well, no. Rich guy versus King.
Understand this. You have rich guy versus fucking wealthy guy.
Yeah, he's a king,
sure.
Right?
No, I mean,
and they're sitting on vibranium, bro. They are sitting on that is the greatest metal in the world.
No,
there's rich and then there's
Iron
wealthy.
Man. Put him against Iron.
Same thing. Iron Man. Well, Iron Man is rich. King T'Challa is wealthy.
Yeah.
No, not T'Challa. I'm saying T'Challa out. I'm saying Batman against Iron Man.
Yo, you have Wakanda.
Iron Man. I'll go with Batman because at one point Stark is gonna get arrogant. It's what he does, and then Batman's gonna go. There it is. There it is.
Show.
We're waiting for that.
You have the king of Wakanda and the king of Zamunda. You don't fuck with those two. All right?
One in this. I always grew up thinking one in the same.
Yes.
Like one is based off somebody.
Word. But show, just to give you a little point of reference from what I found out, Black Panther is pretty much Captain America with the intelligence of Tony Stark.
There you go.
So imagine that fucking you up.
Yeah.
He knows he'll fuck you up with some calculus. You know what I'm saying?
And not to say that Batman isn't intelligent, but
he's a detective.
Black Panther is intelligent and also a badass and also has all that fine technology. Not like Bruce, but better.
Oh yeah.
Which, if we're being completely honest here, that Wakandan vibranium tech makes absolutely no sense.
Nope.
I just want to point. I don't know how you took a rock that can absorb energy and made it do whatever all the shit it did. Like, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I can't disagree with that. But they make it work. Batman loses.
That's it.
100%. Now, I was thinking the Nova Corps versus the Green Lantern Corps.
Oh, that's a.
And this is because some Corps members can fight and some cannot. Like Sinestro, believe it or not, can actually fight.
Yeah, he's good.
People do not know this. Sinestro can actually scrap. Like, no ring, you still got a problem coming at you. Like John Stewart, same thing. No ring, you still got a problem coming at you. You know what I mean? So I don't know much about the Nova Corps, but I know there's one that can scrap, and I forget the guy's name. I think he's not the original, he's the second one. So you would want to take one of those two guys and see how that goes. I'm going personally with the Lantern Corps because, I just like the Lantern Corps. It's cool. Okay. But I could be wrong.
Now, are you talking about the Green Lantern Corps or every Lantern?
No, the Green Lantern, the originals.
Okay.
Yeah, because White Lantern is just wrong. That's just beast. Like, I'm pretty sure the artist, Kyle Rayner, can't fight to save his life. I'm putting money on that. Guy Gardner, he has a big mouth. He can't fight. I'm putting money on that.
See, that's another great example of somebody with a powered ability that has to be in a fist fight versus somebody who knows how to fight.
Yep.
Like, he's only good because he can use his imagination in the ring to get himself out of situations.
Absolutely correct. Yes. Couldn't agree more. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things where the moment any hand skills comes out or whatever, he's going to be on somewhere, right? I'm not ready for this. I am not built for this. And it's the truth.
What about the guy who took the super soldier serum? The first guy was the Patriot.
Bonesaw.
The first.
We're talking about Elijah Burke.
Yeah, the black Captain America.
Elijah, yes.
What about his fighting skills?
Isaiah Bradley.
I'm sorry,
there you go.
Bradley, yeah.
What about his
I was
fighting?
thinking about the Patriot, because you said Patriot. I was thinking Patriot.
Yes.
That's the grandson. You're looking at like Cap training, kind of, but we got to remember, as an African American soldier, they didn't give him that much training. They have asked him, but I mean, he's going to learn on the fly, so he should be pretty good. Should be all right. I'm not going to put him against anybody that's like, I'm not going to put it against Daredevil because that's unfair, but he should be okay against most people.
Okay. And Secret Agent? A U.S. agent?
So, U.S. agent is a trained soldier. If we're doing if we're doing the MCU, correct me if I'm wrong, Kat, he's a trained soldier. So he knows how to fight, and he learned how to fight with the shield. But I think in the comics, isn't he just like he's just a pro wrestler or something like that? Kat, no. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always forget.
So in the comics, his brother was a Marine. He died in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. So he joined up and became an Army Ranger because he wanted to live up to his brother's thing. He always thought that he could do the job better than Cap. So when he went to the power broker, he got the power. The U.S. government didn't want to hear about it. So he joined the Intergalactic Wrestling fucking Federation. So I don't want to spoil anything because we're doing Shang-Chi the review tomorrow. But anybody who's seen the trailer and they saw that shit with Wong and the Abomination, some shit like that, where he literally, we're going to film a bunch of superpower tough guys in a fucking cage match and see who wins. So in the comics, although they don't write him this way, he is technically technically stronger and a better fighter than Cap. And to depict that, he once was a warden at one of the Shield prisons. He had lost an arm and a leg and was wheelchair bound. There was a prison riot, and he still fucked up the prisoners and got shit under control.
He was a one-legged man in the ass whooping contest and kicked somebody's ass.
And
Yeah.
one-armed.
Shit.
Shit. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he will definitely, he will definitely scrap if he needs to get. Absolutely.
His problem his problem is the arrogance. His problem is he doesn't have the ability to, like I was saying before, with the fluid adaptation from Widow or Panther or anything like that. He doesn't adapt too well. Like if you're gonna allow him to bulldoze, it's like anybody fighting Conor McGregor. He can't get up if you take him down.
Yeah.
So he has one of those things. Like he can't do something. If you attack him like that, you pretty much want to fight.
Yeah, he has a like a really obvious limitation to him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got two people I want to mention. I don't know if y'all heard of them. Connor Hawk.
That would be Green Arrow's son.
Correct.
Yes.
He was also trained by Bronze Tiger.
Yeah.
So he's a good one to pick.
What's his last name?
Hawk.
Oh, okay. I thought he said Hulk. I was like, there's a Hulk
For
in
a
DC?
second, I was say Hawk and Dove. I'm about to go. Also good fighters.
Yeah, surprisingly, they're both good fighters.
Yes.
I don't know if it was intentional, but unintentionally, for a little bit, they were like joke characters.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
they
they
just
were.
looked ridiculous. Like,
I mean, the outfits are. Dove's outfit is just disrespectful.
yeah, but I think they gender swapped it, so it's a woman now, so it's a little better.
Absolutely, yeah. For the Titan show, yeah, it's a woman.
So who was your second one?
I think he mentioned them. Is Oliver Queen?
That's
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned. That's why I didn't bring him up.
Well, no, he was just mentioning fighters.
I thought he was like him against his son. I'm like,
No.
Well, according to the Green Arrow TV show, he's the best fighter in the history of fighting.
Yikes.
apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Is he like a Hawkeye?
Yeah, he's
comics.
pretty much their Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Who's better, Hawkeye or
Except he was green.
who's better, Hawkeye or Green Arrow?
I put my
To
money
be
on
completely
Hawkeye.
honest, it's really just a matter of preference
Mhm.
at this point, with the amount of attributes that writers have given both of them. But I will always give the nod to Hawkeye, simply because if you make Hawkeye Ronin, he's still a badass fucking hero.
Yep.
If you take away the arrows from Oliver Queen and make him somebody else, I don't think he does as good.
Well, the TV show, he's Batman.
Yeah, but that
He is.
doesn't count.
Yes.
What
I
about
love that. I love the first season, by the way.
Oh yeah,
We're
the
just
first
telling
season was
people.
good.
That was
Yeah.
amazing. Then they just lost me. I was like, oh, fuck you guys.
As soon as he fell in love with the Guardian, I was like, or the whatever, the Lookover, whatever her name is. Oracle, yeah.
Felicity.
Felicity, there you go. Well, as soon as he fell in love with her and became the mayor, I was like, you know what? It's time for us to move on.
I got confused on that show because he went like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really watch it that much, but he went like 2 seasons killing everybody, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden he was like, oh no, I don't ever kill.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
Oh
you
no,
talking about?
because he was the Hood killing everybody, then the Arrow killing everybody, and then he killed himself and became the Green Arrow.
Yeah, so the Green Arrow can't kill anybody.
Yes, them the
But the
rules.
Hood and the Arrow can't. All day, every day.
Which the Hood sounds racist. Just saying, just throwing it out there for TV land.
Talking about TV Land, did you guys watch any of the other TV shows like that, like Smallville's?
I only
stuff like
watch. I really
Superman?
only watch Flash. You know.
Okay.
Same. I liked Supergirl, but It
Batman
wasn't
had one. I forgot what his was named.
Catwoman. The Batgirl.
Nah, it was.
Batwoman.
Catwoman. Oh,
Somehow that shit is still on. I don't know how, but whatever.
yeah. Yo, so Bleak, you can't say off topic and ask that question, Bleak. We've been going off topic this whole fucking podcast.
Oh.
But he goes, does DC have a Silver Surfer equivalent?
So, yes and no. So DC does have characters that are cosmic based with powers like that,
Manhattan?
but not anybody like specifically like the Silver Surfer, because he's the Herald of Galactus, and that's the only reason he has his powers. There's no big entity in DC that has little minions that he imbues power with.
What about Dr. Manhattan? Would he be kind of like a Silver Surfer? I know the story isn't the same, but the powers.
So that'll be one where it's a similar premise, but not a direct correlation, because Dr. Manhattan is like nuclear power, where Silver Surfer's cosmic power.
Yeah.
Which at this point we're just parsing words, but there's slight differences.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Show. Look up the meaning
I can't
of
think
that.
of anybody either. That's like even close to that? No. Not like that.
Well, it's definitely not Superman.
Just looking through the comic list, see if I could think of any.
Pop quiz, Show.
Oh shit!
I didn't think we were gonna
I
get to
forgot
that.
about that fucking bell. Shit.
It's an easy one. Why is it not Superman?
Because you said Superman gets hurt by everything: water, electricity, green light, the internet, cell phone.
The internet?
That's what you said.
Hey, the bullies out there, they hurt him. They hurt his feelings.
You said the internet. That's awesome.
There you go. He got it. He got it. Superman's a
The
bitch.
internet,
That's why.
awesome. That's awesome. The internet. I can't fight that one.
Yeah, for real. It's internet's
awesome.
undefeated.
Yeah.
All right. Real question, Show.
God.
Who did Cap and Lay say are the equivalent on DC for Shang-Chi?
That one is easy. It's gonna be that Karate Kid. What was the name of the Karate Kid?
No.
Well, no.
that's it.
Yeah, the karate.
Literally,
But
stop. No,
all
I
right.
can't see him do this himself.
Yeah. No.
You got it right.
Yeah,
You're gonna bury yourself in a second.
Oh, no, I got him on the list.
Check-
I can't
You
find
put
him.
you got his real name? Say it.
I thought it was. I had it. See what happened was.
You said it.
Yeah, it was like Val Adam or some shit. Yeah. Show the question I was asking was who's their best? There you go. Who is their best fighter? But technically you answered my question. But who did they say was their best fighter in DC?
Alma.
No,
Iron Fist.
in DC.
In DC, who did they say was the best fighter?
Yeah.
Lady Shiva. From he said Lady Shiva.
I said Lady Shiva, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I was paying attention.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The Richard Dragon, but all right, we'll give you that. We'll give you fuck it.
So Richard Dragon beats Lady Shiva?
Yeah.
My boy over here is like, baby.
It
depends if she
how
feels
many
like
women
letting
are
him
watching.
win. I feel like she should let him win. Like, you know what, sweetheart, I don't want to hurt your ego.
Real quick, how many women are watching? None. Richard Dragon wins.
No, I'm doing it off the
Nah,
sake of
I'm
me
fucking with you.
reading I've read Lady Shiva.
No, yeah.
The stuff she's done. You know what I'm saying? By the way, also an assassin, she uses weapons, but her hands are what she goes with.
Yeah, so funny thing, the whole Richard Dragon Lady Shiva thing is similar to Wildcat and Black Canary.
Yeah.
Where Wildcat, this is somebody we haven't brought up yet. Wildcat
true.
is another one that is hand to hand. He's gonna fuck everybody up.
Yep.
But Canary had just taken what she learned and just taken that next step above and just left his ass sitting in those fighting cages.
Yeah, because he was a heavyweight boxer before. and he started learning stuff. But like his base is his boxing. You know what I mean? Like that's how they know him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, but he's really good though. He's a great fighter. You know, he taught Batman some stuff as well. You know, so there you go.
So before you go, show I heard that Daredevil fought Black Panther to a standstill.
At one point, they did fight. There was like it depends on the writing, but they did fight to a standstill. And at one point, when Daredevil was in prison, Black Panther was taking over Hell's Kitchen. Like he protected him, Iron Fist, and Spider-Man. Iron Fist dressed as him. Spider-Man was just him, and Black Panther was just him. So yeah, they've scrapped before.
Yeah, what you got to remember with Daredevil is, depending on who writes him, Daredevil gets, sometimes he's fucking badass, like more badass than Batman. Sometimes his hearing shit, he uses it smarter. He's more vicious. Sometimes he's less vicious. Sometimes he steps back a little bit. Sometimes they make him wear a stupid fucking red suit with glasses as if that's gonna fucking do anything. But right now, with with what's her name, with Elektra taking over as Daredevil, he's actually the leader of the Hand right now. So at this current moment, he's high on the badass hand-to-hand fighter list.
Mm-hmm. Great, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or he can wear a dope, what is it, red and yellow suit.
Yo, that suit was awesome.
Shit.
Dude, you know why I like that suit? Because the motherfucker's blind. He didn't know what he was putting on. And for it to still look kind of decent, like.
So basically, what you're saying is a woman dressed him.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
No, what I'm saying is, we know Stevie Wonder looks good in those dreads. You think he knows he looks good? Like.
Yo.
But he feels good.
Oh man, Hell's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God, it's gonna be amazing. I got my first class seat all the way down to hell. I love it. I didn't even say anything about Stevie Wonder, and somehow I'm going to hell too.
We're just
I
thinking
didn't say
about
nothing disparaging about Stevie. Stevie's one of the best. He's one of the goats. Man.
Yo, but if he want to impress me, take the wheel. I laugh for you,
You got
Sean.
this, right? You got this, right, Stevie?
I heard it.
You got this, right, Stevie? Hand him the keys. What? No.
Oh yeah.
How's the
Why are we handing him the keys? Wait, what? Wait, no. So,
Stevie never drinks. Oh,
wait a minute,
man.
just because he's blind doesn't mean he can't get drunk. That's different.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Stevie,
technically,
like, yo, being blind is enough. I need a drink. Oh, terrible.
I'm about to have some rapid questions. Yeah, so I got you. I'm just
Okay.
writing them now.
yeah,
Not
let's,
yet. I'm writing it down. Give me
You-
5 minutes.
Jesus Christ, 5 minutes. We gonna take
Yeah.
a shit?
Is it?
It's gonna be questions about who would win. I'm putting down a list.
And it's gonna take you 5 minutes to write down what, like 8 names?
Probably a little more.
How slow do you write?
Oh,
I'm
he's
left.
he's sloppy.
Oh,
Mhm.
He's like
Left
he's
hand.
like Superman's weaknesses, just all over the place.
With a pen.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that Superman reference somehow.
Yo,
By the
how
way,
good is Harley Quinn? While Show is chicken scratching away.
Harley has given some of the Robins a run for their money. Some of the Catwoman, well, like I said, she's not a fighter, but she runs away. But she's giving Batman a little difficulty. Not to the point where Batman's like he's worried. He's just like, oh, this is a prize. And then one good backhand and it's over.
Man.
Like she'll
The
go.
thing
Like,
that-
she can
Oh,
go.
man.
She can go. But like
The
that.
thing that makes Harley dangerous is she's unpredictable.
Absolutely correct.
And there's two people
Taskmaster
you
can't
never
fight
want
her.
to fight. The
Yeah.
two people you never want to fight is the person who's unpredictable and
No.
the person who don't know shit.
Oh, the person who's uglier than you.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
They
I mean,
teach that in
those two
boxing.
types of people, there's no point to fight them because
Yeah.
they're not gonna play by the same rules that you're playing.
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
Mimi says, Harley, isn't she the only one who ever got close enough to Batman?
Like, you know what it is? Batman doesn't see her on the level of the Joker, but he understands her threat. You know what I mean? Like he understands, like, not like I said, me and Cap and myself said it before. Now she's an anti-hero now. She's a good guy. Like at one point she was Batman's sidekick and she was calling herself, oh, do I name myself Robin? He was like, no, you're Harley Quinn. You're not Robin. You're just Harley Quinn. Don't do that. So, but she's done it before. Like she's gotten close enough where she's done damage, but still Batman. You know what I mean? Like he's never not ready for it. You know?
Yeah, the problem with the fantasy league of this whole thing is we are still at the end of the day at the mercy of the people writing them, and heroes are not gonna lose all that often.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Hyperson?
Who?
Hyperson?
Who?
Hyperion. That's what Bleak said.
Oh, we gotta look that one up.
Hyperion?
Hyperion.
Yeah, there you go.
That is that's like Marvel's Superman, and they have like 3 of them.
I got a question. Where the fuck you put an S in that to make it Hyperson?
Shin. ION.
Hyperion, bro.
No. There's a Shin. ION. Like option. See?
Like an option.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. First off, I have to turn on my AC so you don't hear a fucking shit. I'm sweating. It's fucking 90 degrees in my fucking room. All right. I don't want to hear shit from y'all. There's ION there, and everyone fucking ION is a shit. And it's not my fucking fault. You should have said it right, Bleaks, instead of spelling it right. All right? I have to spend this whole goddamn podcast convincing Lady that Batman. Yeah, Batman. That Superman's a fucking bitch. And I had to convince Lady that shit. And it's not easy. It's not fucking easy, all right? Give me some goddamn respect in here. I got an orange shirt on and it's fucking light and there's lights all over the place and you can't see without light and the AC's not on, so I don't want to hear the shit. All right, Hyperion. Thoughts on him?
All right, I'm going to answer that.
Before I get mad.
Hilarious. I think it's hilarious that the minute it gets 90 degrees, you become illiterate.
No, he got sweat in his eye.
Yeah, my eyes are crying.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So, I understand where it's coming from.
That's right.
Not I'm not even gonna say that. But the points I know where it's coming from.
That's right. I gotta think over here. You can't expect me to read too.
What?
So, like Lay said,
I was gonna back you up, but you said that part. I can't do that. I want to back you up, but you want me to think and not read? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey man, I'm like a shark. I can't do 2 things at once. Go ahead, Cap.
Hyperion is one of Marvel's versions of Superman. But think of the Injustice game where Superman turned fucking evil because Lois died. That's Hyperion. So again, he's not
nobody died. He's just a dick. Nobody died. Okay. He's just a dick. Yeah.
So he's a real Superman.
Hand fighter. He's just I'm stronger than you, so I'm gonna throw this fist and punch you from here into fucking carajo land.
Think of most UFC heavyweight fighters. They just throw haymakers.
Ngannou.
That's what he does. He's gonna throw haymakers. Like Clubber Lang in Rocky 3. No boxing skills, just haymakers. Throwing bombs over.
Mad hooks.
Absolutely correct. Yes, sir. Exactly it. It's funny because I remember once years ago when I first heard of Hyperion, somebody goes, "Yo, can Superman beat him?" I go, "Yeah, he can." Because Superman's the end all be all. So like, yeah, he can.
According to Toe.
I just want to point out that I think we have our next person for the Diamond Comics.
Yes.
Hyperion.
But here's the thing though. Hyperion is literally the Iron Fist, but he also has Superman's powers. He can control his chi so well that he can shoot lasers out of his eyes. And he's not susceptible to women, to magic, to the internet. He knows how to read. The red lights don't fuck him up at night. He doesn't have nightmares about midgets and having to say
What?
their names backwards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A pixel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pixel.
Yeah. You know, the Bizarro him looks good. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker knows fu, kung fu. Yo, Puerto Rican judo.
Hey, oh, you don't know?
You don't know if I got a gun or a knife.
All right,
That's all I'm saying.
dude, you just incoherently babbled for like 5 minutes.
Martian Manhunter is underrated. Martian Manhunter's a bitch too, Bleaks. Marvin the Manhunter and Martian the Manhunter are the same fucking guy in my book, and they both fucking suck. He's another one. Fucking you're an alien. What are you doing getting electrocuted? Afraid of
He's on
fucking
the-
fire. Hold a fucking bottle of water next to you. You be alright.
He's
Afraid of
actually on the
fucking
list.
You do know that electricity, right, affects the body, anybody, in a physiological sense, right? You're overpowering.
Not when you can
This is
control.
happening.
Not when you. No. First off, I have a fucking actual ASC and electrical circuit diagnostic and repair. Right. Not when you can. I actually do. Play. I actually do. I was a mechanic at one point.
No, I completely. But the fact is that you guys are going at this for so long is amazing.
Yeah, no.
Don't stop. I just keep going.
Yeah.
When you can control your molecular structure, you can control your electronic, your electrons in your atoms. And everyone knows that an electron that has one electron in the atom that's loose makes you a good conductor of electricity. This is a fact. You can look it up. That's how you know they're good conductors. If you look at the atom base, if you look at the atom, the protons, neutrons, and electrons of gold, there's one strand of an electron in the last ring, and that makes it easy for it to go onto another atom, and that's what makes it a conduction for electricity. That's what makes it a good conductor. That's why gold is a better conductor than silver. The reason why we don't use gold is because it's corrosive. Okay? So fun fact for y'all to teach the fucking doctors in the building. Now,
Okay.
if you can control your molecular fucking structure, you should be able to control your electrons and not have a loose one that can go around being a conductor of electricity.
Yes. So, Vin,
You should not be electrocuted.
Let
So
him
Vin,
respond.
he
Hold
can
on.
control the density of his atoms, making it easy for him to phase through shit. He can't control what direction they go into, how many there are in one of them, what the fuck they do. And if electricity hits the heart, it stops the shit, Vin.
No. Because he's a shapeshifter. So your argument is null and void. If he only can fucking go through things and back to being solid, you have a point. But he shapeshifts. He actually changes his fucking molecular structures to look like another person. And he did it in the movie to look like Lois Lane, so that way she can fucking get her to be in the goddamn movie.
Vin,
Fuck
again,
both of them.
Again, he rearranges. So if you want to get into that, fine.
This is amazing.
He rearranges the molecules. He doesn't change them individually. So they still act the way they act, even even when he was in his regular or non-regular form. They still act the same way. He can't make them individually act different.
You
Yes,
really want to go against the guy that spelled the word Kunani or Cornononical? Some shit like that.
First off, he didn't spell it. He said it. And you know something? Marvin the Manhunter don't get no kunani, and his molecules are not canonical. All right. So let's get that shit straight.
Whoa. They're not what?
Canonical.
That's the word he used.
That's the
I
word.
really want to go against him.
That's the words.
I wanted to make sure I heard that word correctly.
Yes, you
I'm
heard it.
I'm not going to step into this battle between bros. I just want to make sure I understand the word is correct.
You heard this shit correctly. I am the epitome of Quan. Remember the Quan? Yeah, that's me right now. All right. Y'all pissed off. I'm in the zone.
Yeah, it just so
Fucking-
happens your zone is incorrect.
Afraid of fucking fire. Afraid of fucking fire. Squirrel Girl beat the shit out of Marvin the Manhunter.
This is
You're
becoming
in
a,
the zone. No,
it's a-
you're too
it's
busy
becoming a
worried
blow
about
off right
looking
now.
good.
it's about to be a bro off right now. It's
Word.
okay.
You.
I think we're about to have this fighting thing live in a minute.
That's right.
Oh,
Shit.
It's about to be on some-
See, the thing is, he can hear the comics, but he can't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
This coming from a man who couldn't even read Hyperion.
Period.
You don't need to know how to read to hear. Ask Daredevil.
You need
Ask
to know
him.
how to. You
Go
need
ahead.
to know how to read to conduct electricity and shit.
No,
I know that.
You don't
Yeah,
need to
I
know how to
swear-
read to conduct electricity.
I swear to God, I wish any comic book writer could listen to this shit and go, how did they read into that shit?
Yo,
How did
these,
they even write it that different? They wasn't even that specific.
these
How
are
are we
the
getting to this point with it?
these are the
Yo,
fucking
any of them,
facts.
Ghibli, anybody.
Yo.
Anybody.
Hit up Bleaks. Hit up Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he'll tell you that everything that came out of my fucking mouth in the past 2 hours and 49 minutes are straight facts.
With
Mike
the
Tyson.
exception of
Neil
your
deGrasse
belief
Tyson.
that he should be able to individually tell where each electron goes.
No.
Can he spell electron?
Neil deGrasse Tyson, yeah, he's from the Bronx. He can spell electron.
Here's a fun fact. Not only is that dude so intelligent, he was a badass amateur wrestler, apparently. So that's dope.
See?
Word.
Not only can I kick your ass, but I can explain to you how I'm doing it.
Ooh, he's kind of
And what part of your body is getting fucked up right now as I do it. That's
Mhm.
fucked
It's it.
up.
Yo, full
This is about
circle.
plunging shit. That's
Hell
like
yeah.
He's on the
IQ
list.
level is,
Full
My
circle.
boy Cap. I'll break your phalanges. I like it.
excuse me?
He's breaking for laundry. You gotta
I'm
do your
sorry,
laundry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Uh,
What in the blue fuck did you just say?
You don't know what a
Yo, what?
phalange is?
Is that
The
like a
man-
funnel
You
cake?
don't know what a
There
phalange
you
is.
go. I don't know how to spell it, but I know what it is. See,
What?
What is it?
Cap knows. See, he knows. I
What
told
is
you.
it?
He
It's a
was
funnel cake.
fingers.
Fingers. Phalanges.
There you go.
No wonder.
Sorry. So do me a favor. Cap, say it one more time.
Phalanges.
Show. Say it the way you said it.
Phalanges.
Okay, so here we go. See the difference there?
Yeah.
This is called correct and incorrect.
Yes.
I know, but you expect me to say it right too?
That's like
Yes.
yes.
Why you don't say it at all?
Yeah.
What look like Cap? What?
That's
Why
like
don't say it at all?
that's like asking somebody to go to the store and buying condominiums.
Listen, I should get half a bell for even knowing what I was trying to say.
You get a Christian bell, but you ain't getting half a bell.
Yo, that's the weirdest sentence I've ever heard. Give me credit for knowing what I was trying to say. Not for
All right.
actually saying what I was trying to say, but just because
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yo,
Just because I had an idea of what I wanted to say. I had an idea of it. Give me credit for having the idea.
Hell
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
no, bad or don't say it at all.
Word. Yo,
What
show
you need? Run out the clock. Walk away.
for real.
Stop.
Be happy that Cap knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Yo,
I knew he would. He knows Kanani. Come on, bro.
Nobody knows that word.
I don't know
It's
what
not
he's
a word.
Listen, I'm trying to get him to say it again so I could know what was it.
Yo,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm gonna explain this to you. I said canonical,
Canonical.
Right.
Okay.
and it's a word, right?
I know.
So when you have a whole bunch of things, right, like a story that you're telling for 70 years, everything you put in there is canon to that story. That means it belongs to the story. And when you use canonical, it's just another way of saying that it belongs to the story you're telling.
There you go. I was gonna say hit him
So-
with the bell. Beep.
All right, show. I need you to do me a favor. Make this a video with 2 hours and 49 minutes. Make this a video, and we're gonna title the video "Does Marvin the Manhunter look like a bitch?"
Man. Or he looks like Superman. Okay.
No, because it's a play off of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Does Marcellus
Yeah.
Wallace look like a
Does
bitch?
Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That scene is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
So I love that scene. So say what again? Double dog tail, you motherfucker. Say what again? I'm like, damn, son.
English motherfucker.
By the way, when that dude comes out and shoots, I've never seen a worse shot in my life. He missed him completely. 6 rounds, failed. Yo, 6 rounds to hit 2 people, son, that is probably 15 feet from you. If Cap knows it, I know Cap knows it. You know the odds for you to fail at that level? To fail at that level with that
Yep.
gun, by the way, that was a 38.
One of the most accurate
Yo,
I heard.
88% of people that fire a handgun miss the target.
No, those are cops.
Ooh. Well, not if they look like me, for
Word.
sure.
I was gonna say.
No,
Yeah,
they
me-
wait until
They're-
you stop
they're-
moving.
Yeah, they're dead to rights with us.
Yo, there was a part in that Cocaine Cowboy where the guy was running and you hear the cop go, "Stop or I'll shoot you in the back." And I'm like, "Come on, you're not gonna shoot him. He's running. He's not gonna shoot him in the back."
It was a clip of like a cop show, and you hear him, yo, clear as day. "Stop! I'll shoot you in the back." It's a white dude. Then he turns the corner. I go, "But you ain't shoot him."
Yeah, you didn't even have your gun out. He didn't have his gun out.
Yeah, he didn't listen.
He's like, it works on the minorities.
Yo, bro.
It works on the colonicals.
Hey. Let me catch a phalange.
Word. We don't need no phalange from you, Shaw. That's all I'm telling you.
You say that one more time, Shaw. I swear to God, I'm gonna come to PA. All right? Listen very carefully. I'm gonna find you, bro. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna break yours. Phalange.
That's right. Press no buttons.
No. I haven't pressed the button since. I don't know if you noticed.
No. It was for him. He actually has not pressed the button. I have noticed that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got threatened with the elbows. Yo,
by the way, side note, guys, I have been looking up some and like an IKEA desk thing to do. I'm about this to put it together in Central Park and just leave it there. Oh. I've been looking up stuff. I'm not lying to you. Yeah, I was just like, yo, can we really do this? And I'm like, yo, this one looks pretty simple. And then we're gonna be in the middle of like, yo, fuck. But I want us to leave it there, by the way. We're gonna make this happen. I'm in on this.
Yeah,
we're doing this.
Yo, real quick, I'm about to email you that digital Bob Ross thing I did, so you can share it up on the screen.
All right.
Sweet. You know what's funny? That's one of those skills I wish I had.
Well, according to Bob Ross, everybody got that skill.
Yeah, fuck that. That's bullshit. I love Bob Ross, but I suck at it. Like, bad.
I wonder how
I struggle to color inside lines. You want me to fucking happy trees? I'm not.
You don't suck at it. You just make happy philanthropos.
So I sent you two. I sent you one of what it should look like, and then the one that I did.
Okay.
Because of course I did it digitally on Photoshop, so the brushes don't act the same, and I don't have the same capabilities he has to do it in real life.
Are you using a Surface Pro, like with an actual pen?
Yes, I am.
You know what, Cap? You know what I wanted to do is they're like the Japanese letters, and I don't know what kind of brush is good for that. Like you know what I mean?
You need a very specific brush.
Like I want to start doing that. Yeah.
All right, so that's.
Oh, let me set this up so that way.
I don't know what people can see or what they can't see.
No, they can't see nothing yet.
No, yeah, he hasn't put it up yet. I'm looking at the stream now, so yeah, he hasn't put it up yet.
Verify. I think we get to see it when he puts it up, though.
Yeah, we definitely can see it.
All right, I'm gonna have to
in its regular form, man.
Yeah. All right. So that's the one that you. That was the one you was trying to do.
That's the one Bob Ross did in the video. Just so we all know what it looks like, what it was supposed to look like.
Okay. See what I'm saying? The reflecting of the mountains is amazing.
Wait a minute. I ain't seeing nothing yet. Hold on.
But y'all said it before. If he's holding back with those, I want to see like him do his thing.
Yeah.
Because apparently he was holding back that whole time. I'm like, you asshole. I love you, bro, but damn.
No, for real. Show you can't see it?
No, I see it now. I had to switch it for some reason. The other view for me is laggy, so I wasn't using it.
Oh, okay. And then this is what he made.
His cat rendition. Okay.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Cap. You know what I see? Something better than shit I could ever pull off. That's great.
Hell yeah.
Especially if you did it on the comp. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's dope.
I like how you freestyle with the sky.
I'll tell you right now.
I like it.
You give me one of them shits. I'll put that shit up in my room real quick in my crib. You know, something like
that water is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really. I like the little things over here at the end, closer to at the end, the little woods here.
This
like leading towards it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice little effect to it. Yeah. I like that. I'm with it.
Better take that off before the Kowalski.
For the queefs get upset.
Yeah.
You know what? They feel that's an original.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
I still love that dude. Like, yo, that's bullshit. There's no way you can tell. I love that.
You the only one that could authenticate? Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, that can what? Authenticate?
Authenticate.
No, you said
Yeah.
identicate. Don't do that shit to me now.
No. Now you hear it.
You said identicate.
Authenticate.
Okay.
So, Bleak said facts, Cap. When I trained, they missed the first shot within 10 yards.
Yeah. Dude, people, they don't, when people who haven't fired guns too much fire guns, then they over anticipate the kick. So instead of squeezing the trigger, they pull the trigger, and when you pull it, your hand moves more than it should.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. I
Yo.
always find it funny, like, yo, he missed by miles. They both said, "Well, bro, you know what that means."
Bro, you never seen in the ground when they having the shootout in the Bronx? It was 2 car lengths and they both missed. They were shooting at each other from two car away. Pound, ping, boom, pong. Nobody got hit. They ran away.
All
What
right.
the fuck?
Am I the only one that heard him say an ant in the ground?
No, I heard him. I heard everything he said. He was talking about have you ever seen it hit the ground?
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, my thing is pung pang ping. That's
No.
an interesting gunfire noise.
No, that's the gunfire noise from the Bronx.
Yeah, and then let's remember this: is we gotta put those along with the kicks as well. Remember how the kick sounds?
Yeah.
The
Pew,
kick
pew,
sound a certain way.
Pew.
There it is.
pew.
So pung pang ping is gunfire.
Yes. All right, Bleak, yo, appreciate you stopping by, man.
Please, we miss you, brother. You don't even game with us. How's life? I know he moved and everything. Shoot. It's been a while, Bleaks. Thank you for coming back.
Yo, show Manifesto again, Cap. That's our first Diamond Comics character, Manifesto.
I'm a fan of it. I like that.
He's got the ability to write down the shit he wants to do.
With correct
Got it.
grammar.
With his Felingi.
So he's gonna be Show's nemesis.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Show, are you done with your rapid fire questions, or did you forget about them?
No. I have a Marvel versus DC question to you guys, and I'll start with the Martian Manhunter versus Vision. Who would win?
Ooh,
Yeah, you said that with the
that's a good one.
deepest Spanish accent.
I'd rather I'd go with Vision. No, I'm sorry, Martian. I'd go with Martian because his abilities are more, yes, like his powers are a bigger, wider spectrum. You know what I mean? That's just me.
So I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go Vision, because as far as I know, Vision doesn't have any like weaknesses. But as soon as Vision notices that Manhunter he's a fear of fire, light some shit on fire, and then go in, phase in, grab his heart, pull his heart out. He's done.
Jesus Christ! I thought we were being PG about this. Wow.
Oh, he's ripping hearts out.
And
I was figuring that this dude would turn into a dragon, phase in, and then open up. But wow, you took it to another level. I can't. Damn, you took his heart out, bro. What's the Martian do to you?
Reach in and start grabbing body parts like
Did
in
the
Mortal
Martian? Did the Martian disrespect you, bro?
Yes, he did.
His heart out. That's fucked up.
But you got to remember, Lay. You got to remember, Marvin's a bitch.
You know the problem is, I'm gonna get into a conversation about comics, and I'm gonna name him Marvin. They're gonna go, who? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be on something like, yeah, Marvin the Manhunter.
No. Nope.
And you can ask Cabs, you can ask Krills and other boys. I said his name wrong once. I was drinking. I said his name wrong. So they were like, who? And I had actually named the Looney Tunes character.
Mm-hmm. The one that walks around with the helmet. Weep.
Lay got.
Yeah, frozen. Damn.
He did such a bad job. They froze him.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
that was Cruz. Like I can't have my man say this. Marvin the Manhunter.
He's pleading the fifth. He can't tell no more of that story.
Marvin the March.
That's it.
Well, he comes back. I can ask you two. Wolverine versus Lobo.
Oh, they already answered that in the what do you call it, in the Marvel versus DC book. Wolverine beat the shit out of him.
Ooh. Thanos versus Drake Shield. Is that his name? Did I spell it?
Thanos versus Drake. I think Thanos is winning that one.
In the battle of rap?
Yeah, Drake can't rap neither.
What are you trying to say?
Drake's a bitch also.
I'm not even gonna try to say that name, so I'm gonna switch.
Wait,
it.
what? Drake who? Drake who?
Drac Shed?
Yo,
Drake Shed? I forgot
spell it
what his
up
name
so I
is.
can look it up.
Wait. I gotta look. Is that? Give me a second, because maybe I spelled it wrong.
You wrote it down.
I wrote it down wrong though. DRAKSELD.
Say it again. DRA.
DRAKSELD.
Dude, did you miswrite Dark Side?
My apology. I'm writing it in the paper. Look at all this stuff I wrote.
Yo, oh my God, Leg, what a time to be closing.
Damn, Drake.
This motherfucker wanted to write Dark Side and put Drake Shield. Yo, Ben, thanks. I'm sorry. Your boy, Hype Person is no longer a character. Drake Shield is the next fucking character I'm coming up with. Drake Shield is the next official fucking character.
No, I actually spelled it right.
Oh, he said his internet is acting up. He's gonna be back on. Yo, but it's Dark Seed.
Dark Seed. There you go. I just didn't say it right.
It SEID.
There you go. He got it right. It wasn't Dark Side. I would have noticed that.
No, dude, that is Dark Side. That's how you spell it.
Oh, so that's spelled dark? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not spelled side as in like the side of something.
Why not?
That's what I thought. He said, "Why not?"
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Lay, come back. We need you. Oh man. I guess that question's out.
I gotta figure out how the fucking Drake Shield looks like.
Listen, I'm glad you talk show. You've known me a lot longer. And Toe still doesn't talk my language, so I'm glad you're here. You can translate.
Your language dissects my brain, bro. I don't know how I'm still living off of that shit.
Hey, your brother's smart enough to handle me. See, nothing happens to his brain.
It's all his phalangibles.
Oh man. All right, so I'll continue with the questions. Ultron versus Brainiac.
Ooh.
Ultron?
Yeah.
So I'm
Wait,
gonna
Ultron.
say Brainiac because Brainiac can control technology, and Ultron is technology.
Perfect. Spider-Man versus Blue Beetle.
Spider-Man. Well, wait, which Blue Beetle?
I didn't know there was more than one.
Yeah. So when you looked up Blue Beetle, what did he look like?
Exactly like Spider-Man with a mask.
But so was he black with like a blue logo, or was he blue on blue?
Blue on blue.
All right. So the blue on blue, Spider-Man wins because the blue on blue is just a guy. He doesn't have any extra powers. The other one is more Iron Man-ish, where his suit. So picture a little bit like the Iron Spider suit from Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Picture that for the new Blue Beetle. And I think in that case, he might actually beat Spider-Man because he has more weaponry.
Cool. Black Widow versus Black Cavalry.
Black
Cavalry.
Canary?
Black Canary?
Yeah.
Yo,
I can't read my own handwriting. That's funny.
Is it not
Yeah,
house too?
Lay's
I'm a lefty.
frozen,
I can't
Jason.
read my own handwriting. That's crazy.
Yeah, he left
I thought that was a V.
when you leave the
Black Widow versus
the
Black Canary.
Skype talk. It leaves the last picture.
Oh,
So
real quick, Tags, I think you're muted because I can only hear you murmur through the wall. I can't hear what you
no,
just said.
I muted myself because Jason was asking what's up with Lay. Why is he looking so creepy? I was letting him know that he's frozen. Cause he's working on his internet stuff.
So, Black Widow would beat Black Canana or whatever the hell you call her, Black Canary. Simply because Black Canary is a great, excellent fighter. She does have that sonic scream, but I think Widow would have a way to deal with the sonic scream, and with her trying to figure out how to now get around not having the sonic scream, I think Widow would have more options, more weaponry to handle her.
Magneto versus Dr. Diehard.
Dr. Diehard?
The battery?
Nah, look him up.
I'm definitely gonna look that one up because I don't.
Okay, he is a character.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Magneto since I don't know who the fuck this dude is.
I was looking at pictures. They look alike. That's why I put them together.
How'd you find this dude?
Doing research. While you guys are talking, I'm over here just looking for questions to ask and see.
Yeah, so you're not paying attention. You just
Not at all.
No, I am because you hit the bell and I answered the question right.
yeah.
I'm paying attention. I'm trying to learn. Mr. Fantastic plus versus Plastic Man.
Oh, fantastic! Mr. Fantastic is a fucking genius. Plastic Man, it's said that he's
recyclable.
also very smart, but he's really an idiot. So,
He's still recyclable.
huh?
I said Plastic Man is recyclable.
All right, I'll ask one that you guys will know. Probably total. Justice League against the Avengers.
You want to answer that one, Toe? I guess not, huh?
I'm thinking because it's like I want to say the Avengers, but how many godlike characters does the Avengers have? They have the Hulk.
Zero.
They have
No.
Thor. They have Thor
Hulk
and the
and Thor.
Hulk. Yeah. So you fight Superman and Wonder Woman, but then who's gonna go after like the Flash and the Green Lantern and all these other people? Is like Superman's a bitch, but you know Wonder Woman and it's just one of those like they're so overpowered.
Yeah, they don't have 1-to-1 comparisons. So the thing is, I've mentioned this before, but DC, a lot of their characters are based on gods and like the god mythology, where Marvel is a little more humanistic, where they're more science based and everybody was like some sort of weird accident and shit. So you're essentially asking, put it this way, you're essentially asking a college football team to go up against a professional football team. They might win on occasion, but the majority of the times, the professional team should probably win. They got bigger, stronger, faster.
As long as they're not the Jets. Got it.
What?
He said, what you said about my Jets?
I didn't understand either time he said it, whatever he said.
Nah, I said as long as it's not the Jets. He said, what?
Yeah, no,
Oh, my Jets?
I swear to God, it was like a third of my That's what I was like.
I thought you were saying what to your team. I'm like, as long as it's not the Jets.
I was like, what? Are you fucking putting some brujeria shit on us or something? A la bala que la miradoras. Like, the fuck is going on? You look up one Dr. Death guy that looks like Magneto, and all of a sudden you're the padre de comida.
He became Harry Potter. Okay.
Lávate los manos. Like, what the fuck, son?
Oh man.
Oh shit, bro.
X-Men versus Patrol.
Patrolling?
X-Men, Doom Patrol, as funny as they might be and as good as that show might be, I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. The X-Men have more legit fucking people.
Who the fuck is in Doom Patrol? Is
A
that
whole bunch of people
Frankenstein?
nobody has ever heard of.
is that Frankenstein?
No, he's just like a metal. Something
Oh.
happened with him, and he's now made of metal.
Doctor Strange versus Doctor Fate.
That's a good one, because they're both magic based. But see, the thing is, Dr. Fate, it's more about the spirit inside the helmet. Where Doctor Strange it's actually him. So I'm gonna have to go with Doctor Strange, because once you nullify the helmet, then the user, the guy who was wearing it, is nothing.
I'll end it with your guy, Captain America against Commander Steel.
Commander who?
Steel.
Hey, welcome back.
Leia's in the building.
I'm gonna go with Cap.
He's like, I don't know who's Commander Steel. This is my guy.
Sir, I'm sorry. What is the subject now? Besides Dark Shield.
No, Drake Shield.
What's it? What is it?
Drake Shield.
Dark side.
I actually said it right and wrong at the same time. You get better than you know.
No, I was just throwing rapid fire questions like Bullseye versus Deadshot.
Oh, okay.
Marvel versus DC, but yeah.
I wish you were not frozen when he came up with fucking Drake Shields, man.
Great Shield. No, we needed
I'm
that
upset
video.
I missed that live. That would have been awesome to hear. I'm like,
Ah,
what?
we needed that video.
And the funny thing is watching him and Tags, but I'm like, yo, do you mean Darkseid? Watching them both go, nah, it's not. It's spelled this way. And I'm like, no, yeah, that's how you spell Darkseid.
That shit still look like Dark Seed to me.
Me too. I'm glad you read it. Thank you. That's SEID. That's seed.
Saeed. He's a Dark Saeed motherfucker.
Dark Side.
Yeah, he's the Marlon Wayans of the fucking DC universe. We from the Dark Saeed. That's what happens. You see? Fuck around.
That sounds like a kid named in the project somewhere. Dark Side. What? I heard it somewhere. I thought it was a nice name. Dark Side.
That's it.
Why would you name your kid that? What's wrong with you?
Because Superman's a
Lightside
bitch.
There it is. Absolutely.
Flash versus Quicksilver.
Flash.
Flash is faster, unfortunately.
Miss Marvel against Power Girl.
Yeah, Miss Marvel would destroy Power Girl.
Yeah.
List is done.
Power Girl's literally known for the opening on her chest. Like that's what she's known for. This is how they know her.
Would you know what's funny? I forgot what it is, but and I'm not going to use the word anymore as to not confuse show, but there's an actual reason for that opening. I read it once. I forgot. I'm gonna have to look it up, and next time we're on, I'll bring it up and say what the reason is. But there's an actual reason for it. It's not just like a.
Like that's just like teenage boys. Is that what we did it? But it should be a legit reason for it.
It's in the Chronicles. I got it.
No. The chest, the opening's in her chest, not her punanical.
It's Kunani's.
Yo, Lay,
That's too much teenage boys.
word. Lay, have you ever heard of Dr. Diehard?
I honestly have not. Dr. Diehard?
That's a guy that show fucking bring up. Apparently, he's Magneto of WCW.
You're really into Thursday, brother.
Yeah.
Yo, we on the road.
Yo, I'm slipping and sliding into fucking the punanicle of death over here. We're gonna have to call this one tonight, but yeah,
I'm about to change my background. So
I don't.
Dr. Diehard.
He look, yeah, I don't. He's the Magneto of the DC universe, I guess.
Magneto of the DC universe?
That's Dr. Diehard.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Does he what does he lead a group? Because they have a group that's like their version of the X-Men. You can do with the Doom Patrol or the Metal Men. You can do either one of those. But is that like his nemesis? Because apparently that's like their closest counterparts.
That's what I was asking. Because I don't know. I was bringing it to the professionals. Y'all didn't even know who I was talking about. So
when I looked up Dr. Diehard, it says Dr. Diehard, in parentheses, it says disambiguation.
what's that?
Oh, please share the screen on that because I want to know what word that was supposed to be.
Accumulation. The cuticles.
Nah,
He said, I'm not sharing it. You see him?
nah, I'm trying. No. I'm trying to figure out how I can do it. All right, I'm gonna do it on the. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the fucking. Can you see this?
No.
Yeah.
I can't. If you could see it, that's cool. I can't see what that says.
It's a whole lot of Walking Dead shit on there.
There you go. There it is. This ambiguity.
Oh, look at this shit now.
This ambiguation. This ambiguation.
You right? Yeah, that's what the fuck I said.
No.
That's what the fuck I said. So until a motherfucker come up, y'all read it. Yeah, y'all fucking read it.
90-degree weather. Fuck that. Oh man.
I had to put my AC on.
So I've understood two things right now. One, that wind tunnel effect we have on Thursdays is all GG. Two, there's definitely a problem with reading somewhere.
Yes. Here you go. Oh, I put the.
All right.
Hold up.
You got lucky. It is pronounced disambiguation.
Ah, see?
See? I said it right too. See,
Disambiguation.
You and I should have a spelling bee
That's right.
on our podcast on Fridays, B.
That's right.
You misspelled the less shit.
Hold on. You do know that nobody has asked you to spell anything. You've been mispronouncing words.
Exactly. I mean, I can't spell them. I'm telling you
That's not
myself.
what that means.
It
It means you can't read them.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, no, that means that UNITY. We know what the fuck we talking about. Disambiguation. Y'all motherfuckers laughing at me before you even see the word. Then you see the word, and I ain't hear not one y'all talk about this is how you say it. I had to get a fucking Asian woman to say the shit over my PC.
What does disambiguation?
I don't fucking know. Because she sounded Filipino.
We need to add that to the vocabulary. Hey, Siri,
Yeah.
what does disambiguation?
Oh, here you go.
For my sake, what does the Filipino sound like?
Disambiguation.
God. Cool.
Yes.
No problem.
So vaguely Irish and Jamaican. Okay.
No, well, they're in between the two countries.
What?
So okay.
I don't understand the meaning.
Yo,
either.
the act or process.
the
Go ahead.
mean- yo, how do you time out? How do you not understand, right? That word refers to the removal of ambiguity by making something clear.
What
What?
the fuck is that?
Where'd you get that shit from?
Yo, he disappeared into the picture.
Hold on, wait. That's not ambiguity is not in the word I'm looking. Look, the act or process of distinguishing between similar things, meaning, names, etc., in order to make the meaning or interpretation more clear or certain. Words sense disambiguous.
Yes.
Yeah.
When oh my god.
Determine which meaning.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's what the fuck I said too.
All right, yo, you end it however you're gonna end it. I'm calling it quits right now.
Oh, nah, we leaving. Don't leave without us. That's enough ambiguity today.
What?
You know
That's
what?
real.
You know what's funny? You mispronounced the word, but you kind of used it correctly. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on. None of this is clear here.
Oh shit.
Yo, if you didn't learn about the fighting skills of the fucking characters in the Marvel and DC universe, you definitely learned about electricity, ambiguity, philanthropisms, and fucking punanis.
Ambiguation. Come on, dog.
That's right. Don't mispronounce the ambiguation of your clitoris. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, man, it's been real. You guys are the best. Oh, shit.
Show mark this down too.
Oh, it's too late. It's already on the paper.
Yeah. So on that note, everybody, good night. It's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, y'all. Oh man, can't take show nowhere.
Nah, can't. I apologize
What?
to myself.
what the fuck, man? I'm gone for 2 minutes.
You should have never
2
left.
minutes.
You hold it together.
The ruin the.
Oh man, you made Victor want to leave. I'm out. Fuck this. I'm going to sleep.
Me? I did? It was
Nah,
you.
I did. It was
Yo,
I can't even say it.
the lack of command of the English language.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm Spanish. That doesn't count.
We all Spanish.
No. I've never heard Toe say a Spanish word.
that's the
That's
most-
bullshit.
Yo, that is the most.
Nigga, didn't I just say lávate los manos, maricón?
That is the most.